right at it.
Hear the hunger in my voice, they used to tell me to speak up. The problem wasn't what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with everybody, but they just gon' change. I ain't get caught up in the hype, cause I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame it. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. It's all passion, it's tradition, it ain't fashion. It's no action, they make threats and it's still passing. I think massive, no respond, that's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots, I'm cinematic. I ain't average, I'm an overthrow fanatic. How I go, you lose and win like asthmatic. I got first, that's automatic. I'm the best in my division. In the ghetto like the pigeons, in the hood like the engine. You a bird for that chicken. I don't fake split decisions cause my mind made up, nigga. We in the end of time, but my time ain't up. Now when I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage patch, I had to get it as vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, yours like more when the rent. If I had $1 for every dime you counted, I would be broke. Watch it be close, got a better chance, boxing the goal. And they know I'm raw, and they know the squad, and I'm feeling large, still in charge. I don't make it follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they here on Mars. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, he told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that God in me. You get focused on them dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now.
I try to make the news, I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' be the deal. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home the truth, I ain't never had to choose.
I'm trying to get beamed up, man, y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up, man, y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose. Trying to get beamed up.
Idolatry. Watch how we fall away. It's a high holy day. Hands over like trumpets is blowing. Can you feel the atonement? It's a high holy day. The dedications, but real sisters glad to have you. We feasting tabernacle. It's a high holy day. First fruits to spread unleavened bread, and day to rest our head. It's a high holy day. No sweat, got a head start on you. Waking up a priest feeling royal. Shouting out but now to the power. Our Father, good God. Just a sight of make a hate of blood boil. The real wanna know you. Sisters get lyric that never considered something knitting. They can feel it. Look how I'm giving, holy rolling up, sitting on high. You fly, no Zion, and dry swishing eye, nigga. My spirit's like the most high living. Catch me with the Ottawa sipping. You ain't no pricing out from the same tribe. We kin up on my father's side. Look how we resemble. He a nigga, I'm a nigga. All my niggas Latino, Native, Indian. All black party, you ain't getting it. Spirit ridiculous. God washed our city, anointed us from the beginning. Wrapped us in linen, silk bracelets, ornaments, earrings that bling on our women. Death ornaments and a chain that swing from my neck. Big jewels in the crowns of the head of a bunch of mighty men. Though we all one body, my brother never go without it. If I got it, he got it, we got it together. Brotherhood is a weapon. Better watch how you step, who you threaten. It's a high holy day. No holiday, pagan idolatry. Watch how we fall away. It's a high holy day. Hands over like trumpets is blowing. Can you feel the atonement? It's a high holy day. The dedications, but real sisters glad to have you. We feasting tabernacle. It's a high holy day. First fruits to spread unleavened bread, and day to rest our head. It's a high holy day. Some tries and buys God's the most high behind us, so it don't matter if we not desired. You cowards be quiet in the midst of a prince. Stand clear in your fears, contagious like bravery on these austere men over here, like Christ showing militants. Other camps effeminate, scared to fight demons like addicts having habits. Faggots lying down instead of fighting on the savage. Shalom, Mike, Hebrew individualites, but they think they all follow Christ and got saved some way. Maybe one day you'll see just how it feels. Making 144 in my ears as I'm steering. To get daring, had no fear, man. Counting out the south, he called me the wheel, man. Every day my zeal been up and stuck like my garment. Shapak, die, yacht, what they call me. I be like hard on the wall and I'm on it. Just give me the order so I know what the Lord wants. Meanwhile, I take a straw, drink a strawberry orange. All the warrior, be on the chocolate and the phone page. Fist up, reunion the Lord made. Get your kids and ribs up, throw your fist up. Tell them what's your name. What's your name? What's your name? And they can't do shit at all. It's a high holy day, no holiday. Pagan idolatry. Watch how we fall away. It's a high holy day. Passover like trumpets is blowing. Can you feel your toe, man? It's a high holy day. The dedications for real sisters, glad to have you. We feasting tabernacle. It's a high holy day. First fruits to spread, unleavened bread, and day to rest our head. It's a high holy day.
You see these high holy days, black man, Latino, and indigenous. These are the Lord's high holy days. These are your high holy days that you should be celebrating. Not Christmas, New Year's, birthdays, Mama's days, whatever white man days that he said you should celebrate. That has nothing to do with us. But these high holy days that are in the scriptures, those are the days that you should celebrate. Black man, Latino, and indigenous, you are God's chosen people. You keep these high holy days.
That's a space shuttle up in here. Let's make sure that bitch works. I give California a hand. Excellent cookout weekend. Captain Gadaha over there doing up the thing big. Also too, all the zones, give all the zones a hand for the opening of the Feast of Tabernacles. Yeah, I mean, which was excellent all around. And so all the pictures, everybody showed up and showed out, you know, the right way, kept it going, kept it tawab, you know what I mean? Kept it really, really solid. What we have next? Houston.
Oh yeah,
well, you had the closing. The closing of Tabernacles is next Monday at sundown, right? 7 p.m. start time for the high holiday service. But next Monday at sundown. What's up?
No, there's a question. It was kind of fun.
Oh, okay. Next Monday at sundown, high Feast at Tabernacles closing. And also end of the month, we got Houston cookout, the down south cookout, which is always excellent. All the cookouts coming up on a serious level right now. You know what I mean? Can't knock it, can't fault it. It really showing up and getting busy with it. I think that's about it for right now. Also, shout out to manager Yahanna, give him a hand. Had to curse out some stinking devil pig over the weekend. I can't wait to see it. I get the ball by ball, the play by play. But I hear the devil come on the damn show and say he's saying to the host, but of course he throwing it for the general on the show. He said, "What does this nigger got to say?" The general starts to blaze on him and tell him all kind of shit about how his wife don't want him and their woman never want them. They have to rape our woman. He said, meanwhile, your grandmammy wanted it. God damn, man. Paul said I'm rude in speech, but not in knowledge. He said your grandmammy wanted it. Now imagine somebody telling you that. Your grandmammy used to be spread eagle on the plantation saying, land here. Just land, put the plane here. Let's land right here. Your grandmammy wanted it. Yikes. I'm going to use that on the podium sometime. That dog wanted it. Good night, dog. Insane. So y'all could check it out. Y'all go run it up. I think Tazariak have it on his page. He have I think it's a 20-minute clip on his page, and I'm not sure if the devil put it out. Everybody's saying after this interview, the devil mightn't put the damn show out because they're so used to Christians coming up there and begging for peace and never firing back when them devils come with the BS. But brother, I think the journal showed him the beginning of the end. He gave him a little taste of the kingdom. Say your grandmommy wanted it. Meanwhile, your grandparents raped my foremothers, but your grandmommy, she just wanted it. That's a whore. That's saying whore in a different way. You know what I mean? And so, yikes. Yeah, I need to go see Amazon quick for a new one of these. I think I'm shaming you over this Bible at this point. All right, so I believe that's it. And after we have Hanukkah coming up at the end of the year, so-called Esau's year, which is what, December, then Purim next year, then Passover. If I were you, I would start prepping for Passover right now. I'll start putting aside $20 a week from your slavery. You know the Passover fee gonna be anywhere between $150 and $250, I would say. This it usually is around there. Sometimes 200, sometimes a little more, sometimes less. Everybody 17 years and over start saving towards that from now. So when the link drop, you could pay that. You're not caught, rushing during Passover time, during March or April or whenever it's gonna be. You start knocking it down from now, man. That 200 ain't gonna be too hard to get to. You know what I mean? Start to get your finances in order. Get a couple of credit cards, help you out with that hotel, man. You could pay it off over the year, and that could be your Passover credit cards. Like you ain't using that for nothing but travel and hotel rooms and renting a vehicle and all that type of good shit. You know what I mean? You could get it done. The shit could be done. You just have to want to get it done. All right. So I would advise you from now, start clocking for that Passover. All right. This year could be, Lord Allah is the last. Lord Allah Christ show up just before or after. One or the two. I'll take either one. He can show up the night of. But this shit here that's going on with Esau, it's going to have to stop, man. It's going to have to stop. So where we at? What any questions?
There was a question. It was asking, where's the Passover going to be this year?
Ooh wee. The Lord knoweth. Salah. The Lord knoweth. You know what I mean? Yeah. The Lord knoweth. It hasn't been announced yet, but stay tuned. It's going to be announced soon. But you best believe it's going to be somewhere where it's going to be very holy. It's going to be a holy and separate place for us, like it usually is. All right, tonight we're going to go into a bit of what's marriage. You'll see DC put the pause on the marriage. Yeah, hell yeah. Say the federal shutdown. Somebody could find the article. I'm gonna need it. The federal shutdown means nobody can get no licenses. So all you love birds out there, y'all can't go get married according to the white man. Me, I'm gonna go get married tonight, right after this class. I'm gonna go renew my vows right after this damn class because the white man doesn't own nothing that I deal with. I don't get permission from him. I get permission from the Lord. You get the point? And you should too. But unfortunately, your marriage get furloughed. Your marriage get furloughed. My jaw dropped when I saw the article because They say people can't get no marriage license. They can't go down to the courthouse no more because of the federal shutdown. I was like, oh, wop, wop, wop. God must not love you, dummy. We're going to see what marriage really is, all right? What do you have, Bukash? If anybody have questions in the room too, let's get them, all right?
All right, so there's 2 questions online.
Let's go.
Okay, so it's one from Emily Williams. Says, like, sir, my friend is battling depression. She says the only thing that's keeping her here is her young daughter. Everyone keeps telling her to find a purpose. What can she do? How does she fight the demon?
First off, is your daughter an Israelite? Is her father a so-called Black, Latino, or Native Indian man? Answer that for me first. All right. Go ahead. Oh, yeah. Listen, I put you all onto that. Don't put me on. I put you all onto that shit. If it wasn't up here, it'd have been a problem. You know what I mean? See, because I gave you all some gems, man. You're turning it back on my head like, you know, you young niggas finding out everything. Hell. You think just because Commanders win, you know, you gonna flex this weekend on me? Good, Shapak. I'm trying to tell you, man. All right, what you have? What else you have? Anybody else with the questions in the room? At all? Go ahead.
Okay, she responded, well, she's an Israelite, a Black woman. She didn't say anything about the child.
Okay, I'm asking about your daughters. The one who is depressed, is her father an Israelite? The one who is depressed.
Sir, she was talking about her friend, and her friend is an Israelite.
Okay, the friend who is depressed, right? Okay, the friend who is depressed. I need to know if that friend's father is an Israelite.
She said yes. She's an Israelite.
She said she's an Israelite.
The friend. So she's asking about her friend.
Right. She said the friend is an Israelite.
Yes.
I need to know if the friend's father is an Israelite. This is not a sister in the school, correct?
Lie, sir.
I need to know if her father is an Israelite.
That's what she said. She says she's Israel. She's a Black woman.
She didn't pass the immigration check. She didn't pass the immigration check. Give me numbers 1 and 16, 18. Give it to me real quick. I might need this trim back a little bit just for the effect's sake. All right. Give me numbers 1 and 18. Whoever have it, read it quickly. Let's go.
Okay. This is Numbers chapter 1, verse 18.
One of these young brothers don't have it, brother, you can put the clipboard down now. You can put that clipboard on the chair or something. All right. One of you young brothers grab it quickly out. Numbers 1 and 18. All right, you'll use the class to practice finding them precepts quickly. When you're up on that podium, brother, you're gonna have to be quick with them ammo. All right, whoever had the mic, go ahead.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18.
And
they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigrees after their families.
They declared their pedigrees. They gathered the whole congregation of Israel, and they declared the pedigrees of their family. The pedigree meaning the lineage or the established lineage. It's valid. Your family history or your family tree. They declared the pedigrees of their families. Go ahead.
They declared the pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers.
By the house of what?
Their fathers.
Of who?
Their fathers.
Of who?
Their fathers.
It's very important that when you declare an Israelite, you should find out who their father is. Now, if of course the person don't know who their father is, you just say that. That's fine. We'll take it up from there. But the reason I'm asking about this particular person's father is because there's a lot of miseducation going around on the internet, foundational black this, and if you have black in you, you're black, and that's not true. If your father is a nigga, that make you a nigga. Just like if your father is a red nose, what's them pit bulls you all like? Red nose, ridge back, something, humpback of Notre Dame. You want that father to be 100% that shit. The Lord is the same. Like who your father is, that matters. Right? That's why I'm asking what is that particular sister's woman's father. Salaki, go ahead.
This is in the school.
Okay.
She was just using
she was using, okay, no sweat. I understand. Go ahead.
So she's saying that that her friend is an Israelite. She's a black woman.
Did she say anything about the father?
She said, "Concert, her father's black."
The father is black. All right, and we take it like that. Now, of course, if I knew up front this girl here was in the school, I would have probably, given her the benefits of the doubt. But because I heard the slave name, I assume it was somebody who was not in the school. But that's just a good lesson for anybody who, when you start, dealing with people, they're gonna bring other people's problems to you. Just find out who the hell they are, man. You might be going through a whole breakdown telling them how to do shit, and come to find out their father from Soweto, the daddy from, Kenya, from Mogadishu. You talking to Keisha invites you home. The Somalian come out and say, "Who's the captain now?" Go ahead.
I think I wasted about 17 hours of my life doing it.
And listen, I'm trying to tell you, they're gonna catch you. They're absolutely going to catch you. You know what I mean? So, okay, and read it again for me, Bukwash.
Okay, so she says, she asks, Salakia. She says, Salakia, sir, my friend is battling depression. She says the only thing
boy,
that
Bukwash, this is some good Frank here, boy. Let's take me back to, I ain't gonna tell you where, but took me back.
Salakia says she says the only thing that is keeping her here is her young daughter.
Okay.
Everyone keeps telling her to find her purpose. What can she do? How does she fight the demon?
Okay, she gonna have to come to class. That good, that friend you have is gonna have to follow you, because I'm sure you don't want to kill yourself. What's keeping you here, sis? Like what the sister who asked the question, I want you to tell me or describe to me what is keeping you here. Right? You're a black woman just like her. You're living in the same hell she living in. I want you to tell me what is keeping you here. Why are you not contemplating, destroying yourself? All right. Any other questions in the meantime?
Trooper Zakarawan says, Slaga Adawan, based on Ecclesiasticus 2:5, how do you know if the Most High punished you or you're tried in fire?
Okay, let me hear that. In the meantime, unless your sister answer already.
So she answers. She says, "I invited her to class on Wednesday. I told her the truth. The truth saved me. I.S.U.P.K saved me. Brotherhood and sisterhood saved me."
Right? Is that her response to why she is here?
Kind.
Okay, I'll take that. Let me ask you one more time. So think before you answer. Think in terms of the context of the question, right? The friend who you're asking on behalf of, she said the only thing keeping her here is her daughter, right? Now, I'm asking you, like, what is keeping you here, right? If there's the same answer, then fine. But I want to just think about it one more time. What's keeping you here? All right. Any more? What do you have again, Bukwash? Ecclesiasticus what?
Ecclesiasticus chapter 2:5. How do you know the Most High punished you or you tried in the fire?
Let's go. I have the answer already, but let me just get the precept he asked me.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus chapter 2:5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of advisory.
Okay, and he's asking based on this, if the Lord is punishing him or if the Lord is testing him, right?
Okay.
All right. Anybody want to take a shot? No? Any takers? Who's asking this again?
Trooper Zakarawan.
Trooper Zakarawan, all right. Okay. Trooper Zakarawan, whether the Lord is testing you or punishing you, the answer is both. Many times, the punishment is the test. Let me just tell you straight up and down for you Christians, for y'all who still have a little anity in you, for y'all who gonna sit and cry and sit down in the bathroom with the hot water running and cry and say, why me, Lord? I do everything. And fall to your knees and punch the air like Cuba Gooding Jr. And say, why me? I do everything. I only snap around them, I try. Sometimes the punishment is the test, nigga. And you fail in that too. Take your stripes. Take your stripes like a man or a woman. Take your stripes, man. What's wrong with you? You can't take some stripes? Take your goddamn stripes. And sometimes the punishment is the test. Most times it is. That's how I look at it shit. Most times it is. But sometimes it definitely, the punishment is the test. It is the test. If you're a parent, you know that. You know that when you punish your child, the punishment is not for you, it's for them, right? What's the purpose of the punishment? When a parent is disciplining a child, what's the purpose of the punishment? Go ahead.
To try to break them out of any type of habit that they were doing.
Okay, to try to stop them from doing something. Okay. What's another way of saying that? It's another way you could say it. Okay, sister.
To learn a lesson or to not to know
you want
not
it.
to.
You want it to learn a lesson. Go ahead.
The point of the punishment is to correct an action.
You answer it too. Go ahead. You was going to say something again? The word I'm looking for is to teach them. So is you all want it to correct them, to what's it, learn a lesson? You said whatever you all said. You all want it. All right, Salaki. It's some Hennessy up in this here. I see in double right now. The pot didn't bring no Hennessy tonight, so I get the Hennessy. It's orange juice just for the internet. All right, don't even try that. All right, you're trying to teach them something, and in teaching them something, that will be their test. And if you're a good parent, you know this punishment is not for you, which is why if you're angry, you should never punish your child. If they piss you off, tell them we're going to deal with this later until the anger leaves you. Because as a people, we are really not fit. And I'm not saying it in a way that we evil or something. That's not what I'm saying. But we are not really fit to render the punishments on our children. And the reason for it is because we're in captivity. The captivity we're in, it's serious, constant oppression. And you are constantly angry. You don't really realize you're constantly angry, which is why conflicts in our neighborhoods go from 0 to 100, because everybody's on edge. Everybody is angry. Everybody don't have enough. Imagine the things that you and I grew up getting disciplined for, like coming home with the dirty school shoes as a kid. Now, the kid don't know you work overtime for that pair of shoe. Your kid don't know you yourself have personal pride. So my child can't wear, I don't know, Converse, some cheap shit. My child has to wear $150 Jordans. The child's still going to run through mud in that shit. Because why? They're a child. So now you come and I'm just using that as an example. You come, you see that, you want to know what? You want to beat them for this thing or take away something or punish them when that shit don't matter. That shit doesn't matter. The reason you're angry is because of poverty. The reason you're angry is because we are oppressed. You look at the other nations, their children could crash the car. Don't worry about it. Are you okay? Are you okay? You all right? They fall off the bike you bought them for Christmas. You're going to beat them because they crashed the bike. When you watching them in the hospital getting stitches, you walk in there, the doctor's sewing them up. They're talking to the doctor, fine. They see you coming. Because they know there's something that's going to hurt more than this fall and this stitches. Go ahead.
Counsel, when you brought up the example of the shoes and, the other nations and they can do all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. When I was in Canada and they have like a lot of snow up there.
Yep.
I see this Moabite, just walking in the slush with some high value Jordans on, and I was mad because
What you thought was high value Jordans.
Yeah, I had a high value on them, but he didn't. Them was like his kick around shoes.
Yeah, because his father owned the factory that making the shit that you paying $250 for. He getting them for $3 out. He changing oil in the Jordans out. He don't care about none of that shit. But we as a people, the adults, we are way too oppressed to really judge a situation the right way without it. Salakia. Yeah, Yahanna? Okay. Oh, you need no sweat. Yeah, get it right. Don't worry about it. He's trying for future generations of the oppressed children. That's what it is. So, you know, we had to look at that. So now, if the punishment is meant to y'all, listen, y'all focus, man. Y'all never see a baby cry before? What the hell's going on here? Y'all got baby fever? Everybody turn around and want to help the baby out. That's what they do. God damn it. That's what they do. You see, stop crying. Go ahead, do your thing. All right. So, you know, with that said, you got to understand that the purpose of the punishment is to teach a lesson, and the lesson is to stop whatever is going on. Right. So now, when you get in something, and I'm assuming what's the brother? Who asked the question again?
Trooper Zakar one.
Okay, so I'm assuming you are referring to something that's not going right in whoever's life, whether it's yours or somebody else, right? If it's different, let me know. But I'm assuming that really that's what you're getting at. Like something is not going right, something is difficult at the time, and you are likening this thing to either a test based on this scripture being tried in the fire, or punishment, right? And a punishment might mean you're evil and you want to know the difference. There is no difference, sir. You're wrong and you're evil. You're evil and you're wrong. Whichever one you want to put it. Just take your stripes, sir, and learn the lesson. You get the point? Learn the lesson that wants to be taught in the moment. You get the point? Sometimes you could be getting punished for something you was allowed to skate 4 or 5 years ago. You forgot. God didn't. You know what I mean? DJ Khaled like to say, God did. No, nigga, God didn't. He ain't forget you. He ain't forget you. Now you're old enough to take what the hell he wanted to give you back then. You was a little bit young back then. Now you're old enough to get some of this punishment now. And you're going to get it. You understand? So now read scripture again in Ecclesiasticus.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2, verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire.
For gold is tried in the fire. Go ahead.
And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
In the furnace of adversity. Adversity means what? What's the context of adversity? Go ahead. Take a shot.
Adversity is a trial. So it's like some type of hardship in a way.
Okay. I'll take that. Anybody else? Adversity. What is it? What's the root word of adversity? Adverse or adversary. What is that adversary? I will pull out the dictionaries. Come on. Google is the best friend tonight. Come on.
It's like someone says they can't hear.
1 2 1 2 1 2. Oh yeah. All right. If you can't hear, just type it in the chat too. All right. What is adverse or an adversary? What is adversity?
Slack, sir.
Come on.
Adversary is an enemy, sir. Somebody or something you have to fight.
In the simplest form. In the simplest form, an enemy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
A dictionary definition: one's opponent in contest, conflict, or dispute.
An opponent. An adversary or adversity is what the young niggas call an op. Op is short for what?
Opposition.
Opposition. That's fine. Opposition. Being tried in the furnace of adversity means you're encountering opposition. Shit happening that make you be like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, why is this happening to me? How could this happen? Why are you in that exact place at that exact time that thing happened? Somebody wanted it to happen to you. There's nothing you can do about that thing. Take the stripes. Just take it. The first part of the precept said, for gold is tried in the fire. If you ever see a blacksmith, he's putting the gold into the fire, or the metal or the precious metal into the fire. And what's happening in the fire? Go ahead.
It's getting heated up.
And then what?
So it can be molded into something.
You're skipping out a whole lot. What's happening in that fire? Go ahead, sis.
The metal is broke down.
Say it again.
It's broke down.
It's broke down.
Melted.
It's melting. And something else is happening in the fire. So you might need to know a little bit of these processes. Go ahead.
To kind of piggyback on what the sister was saying, it's being broke down, but at the same time, it's also being made stronger.
How is it being made stronger?
It's a chemical reaction that happens within the metal.
It ain't so much a chemical reaction, it's something else. Go ahead.
The impurities are being separated.
The impurities are being separated. Why are the impurities being separated? Shapati is going to say the same thing? Oh, no, sir. Why are the impurities being separated? Like, you got to understand the process, then you'll understand why I'm saying this both. Go ahead.
The impurities are being separated because fire is a purifier.
Okay, you got to still break that down for me. You're using the words, but I don't know if you understand it or if everybody else understands what you say. All right, look up the melting point of gold. And then somebody else look up for me the other metals or materials or substances that could be found in gold, in the gold ore or the raw gold. You have it? Go ahead, young man.
Gold has a melting point of 1,948 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yikes.
1,064 degrees Celsius.
2,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
Come.
All right. So about 2,000 degrees, gold melts. Right? What was the last thing you said?
1,064 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Celsius. Sluggy.
Okay, so let's go to Fahrenheit. Everybody knows Fahrenheit, right? So almost 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, right? You born when it's 95. 95, you like, shit, it's hot as shit today, turn the air on. Gold melts at 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, give or take. Now, give me some of the other things that could be found in gold. Go ahead. Somebody have it? Go ahead, Shapat.
Oh, God. Impurities in gold are other metals and minerals found alongside gold in its raw form, such as silver, copper, iron, and lead.
Silver, copper, iron, and lead. All right. Give me the melting points of silver, copper, and iron. Go ahead.
Melting point of copper is 1084 Celsius.
Give me Fahrenheit.
1983.
1983 Fahrenheit. That's for what?
Copper.
For copper. Hold on, that didn't sound right. Because if it's 10 Celsius, the other one was 1600 Celsius. Copper is it 19 something Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit is 1983.
1983. So that one would stay with the gold. Give me other ones.
Iron is Fahrenheit is 2800. Lead 621.
Lead is 621. So as the temperature goes up with gold, lead is going to melt first and be pushed out of the gold. You get the point? Because the part of that gold ore that's going to melt first will be lead. And lead is going to be leached out of it. It's going to be burnt out of it, for want of a better expression. It's going to reach to a point. The gold is going to be hot, but it's going to be solid. The lead is going to melt, and that's going to melt out of it. The other ones is going to stay in there because they almost are the same melting point or higher than gold. Right? Is there anything else, any other metals that's found in there that burns? Go ahead.
Iron is 2,800.
Well, that's higher than it. Anything else
lower?
that's lower. Regards, you got something?
Silver.
Go ahead.
Silver is 1,763 degrees Fahrenheit.
Right? So silver will melt before gold melts. You get the point? And that would come out of it. Those things would compromise the integrity of the gold. You get the point? And there's a way to get the other ones out too. Right? What they would do is they would raise the temperature of it first and then quench it quickly. One of them is going to solidify before the other one. Right? What's the cooling point or the cooling? I think it's cooling point or freezing point of the, what's the ones that's higher? Silver and what else? An iron. What's the cooling point or freezing point of gold? And the cooling point and freezing point of iron.
It's approximately the same as the melting point.
Of which one?
Of gold.
Okay, so the melting point is
the cooling point and the melting point are roughly the same.
The cooling point is what? What is it?
It'll be 1,947 degrees.
So at that point, it's gonna cool back down.
Come.
And go ahead.
28 the same. It's 2,800 degrees Fahrenheit. That's Fahrenheit.
Right.
So it's exactly the same. It's cooling.
Well, okay, 2,800 is not gold. I don't want to get into a science class. For iron. So iron melts at 2,800. Gold melts at 19 or 2,000. Right? Gold cools at what?
2,000.
At 2,000. Iron cools at what? Go ahead, brother.
2,800 for iron.
It cools at 2,800.
It's the same.
Right? So when they raise it all the way to the 2,800, they're both gonna be liquid. Cooling it though, iron doesn't cool all the way until it gets down to 2,000. I mean gold, Salakia. The iron will cool at 2,800, which means what? Even when the gold is still in its liquid form, the iron is going to cool and solidify, and they could still take the iron out of the gold. It's a whole series of heating up to certain temperatures and cooling. Heating up and cooling. You're going from one extremity to the next. Like how Christ said, I wish that you were hot or cold, not that you were lukewarm. Because in extreme things is how things get done, right? Nothing gets done on a middle plane. You're going to have to be hot or cold. On a hot day, you want a cold drink. On a cold day, you want a hot drink. Nothing worse than soda with no ice, right or wrong? Right? That'll piss you off. You'll be like, what the hell is this shit? You get the point? It's that. So now, as you get tried in the fire, just like gold, you're going to go from one thing to the next. And it's testing you. And the purpose of it is to get the bitch out of you. It's to get weakness out of you. It's to get impurities out of you. It's to make you pure. It's to get things out of you that would make you compromise on yourself. It's to get things out of you that would make you give yourself an excuse to continue being how you are, which could be detrimental to you. You get the point? It's similar to how gold is tried in fire. Some going in and some coming out. Some going in and some coming out. And then they cool it off. Then they put it back in the fire. And they cool it off again and they put it back in the fire. What's another thing them blacksmith be doing? They do it more with metal, but it's also done with gold in a certain way. They'll take a hammer and beat the shit out of that metal. With gold, it's done too. Right? With gold, with different types of, gold chains and stuff, they might put it under extreme tension and pull it till it break. Then come back, roll it back up together, roll it up in one, and then they pull it again. It's a whole ton of things to get this final product. And that's what the Lord is doing with you. So now, when these things start to come, you're going to have to realize that whether this is a test or a punishment, I'm going to take these stripes and learn this lesson. I'm going to take these stripes. I ain't going to sit here and bitch and fret and complain about why me and why this and why that. Nigga, you're not in Palestine. Just get that straight. Bombs ain't falling from Baghdad. You know, for the most part, you're able to move around and live and eat and do everything else. Right? How bad could this thing be? In the grand scheme of things. But you'll never really understand that unless you're in Israelite school or UPK. Problems in the world seem way heavier than they really are. Problems that people in the world have, they're ready, like the sister was talking about her friend, they're ready to just end it all because it's too painful. It's too much. You come in here and your mind gets reprogrammed. You look at things differently. And now you can realize that ain't nothing. That ain't nothing but Satan trying some shit. He ain't going to be around forever. I just have to wait this shit out. Sometimes people in the world, they have a problem and they begin to move and do things. And sometimes the answer is to do nothing. Sometimes you call for counsel and be like, well, just wait. But some, I look this up and Google this, just wait. And you wait, and in 4 days, you don't got the problem no more. But all that Google shit would have given you 40 more days of problems. You get the point? Sometimes you just take your stripes out. Sometimes you just do it. You just learn the lesson that need to be learned. Right? It's the same way said for men of honor in adversity. Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Why are they acceptable men? Who understands? Why does it say acceptable men in the furnace of adversity? Who knows? Go ahead. You got it? You ain't got this one, Shabbat. Yeah, listen. If you have it, you have it. Then let's go.
And say acceptable men, because the Lord chooses who he putting in the fire, and it's are you gonna go after it? You gonna fight? You know what I mean? So acceptable, you accept the challenge, or that the Lord gave you.
The fact that you're being punished means something. The fact that you're being tested means something. What does it mean?
It means that the Lord loves us.
The Lord loves you if you're punishing you. If you're getting your ass whooped out, somebody's taking time out the good day to whoop your ass out. You thinking, this nigga hate me. This nigga, why he's like this? He don't have to say shit to you. He don't have to say nothing to you. He don't have to do nothing. He can just watch you walk into that wall, watch you walk into traffic, watch you walk into the hole and don't say nothing. Come on.
Fashion's good for the soul. I used to think you ain't like me.
God damn. See what I have to deal with, DC. You see what I have to deal with. I'm sitting here sick as a goddamn dog. I think the house don't got no more ginger or garlic. Goddamn. Shit. They try to teach a class and Satan telling somebody, this nigga don't like me. Well, goddamn. I should be going and getting married right now. That's how it seems to everybody when you're young in the truth.
If I could, sir.
Go ahead.
Yes,
you too? Don't tell me you too. No, God damn it. I'm trying to think y'all don't like me.
Go ahead. What you're breaking down is so heavy, sir. When you look at that part where it says acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, when you understand what you was breaking down about a blacksmith, when a blacksmith is doing his work, not everything goes in the fire. Some things go in the trash.
That's right.
I mean, so
that's right.
He has to accept what he's select, sir.
No, go ahead. I finish. Select. Go ahead.
Yeah, come on, sir. Yeah. So the medal he taken is a medal he accepted. He said this is good enough, but it still has to go to the fire to come to what he wants it to be. Salakia.
That's right. That's right, a warrior. And listen to water for that. Get a warrior in my hand for that one now. Because some things, if it puts it in the fire, what happens?
It goes up Nash.
It can't handle the fire. It's not made for the fire. That's it. It can't go into the fire. It can't take it. This thing could take some fire. But if it could take the fire, this thing here is going to be something way more than what it is now. You get the point?
Okay.
That's life in the truth. Life in the truth is a series of trials and tests and punishments, and trials and tests and punishments, and some reward in between, some acknowledgement, and then trials and tests and punishments, and trials and tests and punishments, and some reward and some acknowledgements, and more trial and more tests. That's life in serving the Lord, because the Lord is who? Our Father. The Father is going to correct you. He's going to do it. He's going to shape you up. He's going to mold you. He's going to get you right. But of course, coming from the world, growing up in the church, being tested or punished or trained, that's the best word for it, trained. You think that's not love because you thought love was hugs and kisses and feeling good. You would do well to be very suspicious and skeptical about feeling good. You should do well to do that thing. Be very suspicious, very skeptical about that feeling good thing that you need to feel good. You need to feel this thing. You should be very skeptical of it. Go ahead.
Salaki. There's a saying like, it's too good to be true.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was in the world, being in the world, like a lot of things, when it felt too good, I knew something bad was going to come after that. Or like it might have been a sham or something that wasn't real.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a facade.
Yeah, definitely. It definitely could be like that. But also just with you yourself, you just, there's not you personally, but everybody, you should just be aware of something like that. You get the point? Like the life we learn to live under Christianity is not life. That's not real life. You get the point? Real life is a series of hurting and sacrifice to get to relatively a smaller amount of happiness or satisfaction or pleasure. That's what real life is like. Your food comes out the ground, right? Let's not even go that far. The food you eat, it has to be cooked, right? How long does it take you to cook the average meal? I ain't talking about hot dogs or eggs. I'm talking about, go ahead.
15, 20 minutes.
Hell fucking no. That's eggs. It's a lot.
A couple hours.
It could take you a couple hours. Go ahead. The shortest might be 45 minutes. Might. And that's if you prep the night before, if you have an extra set of hands. It's going to take you an hour and a half to 2 hours to cook a decent meal. Chicken, rice, peas alone. I ain't talking about peas in the can. I'm talking about hard shit that I got to soak. Y'all don't know nothing about all them cooking. What the fuck is wrong with you? What's going on? We gotta introduce a cooking class because it's gonna take you some time, right? How long it take you to eat what you cook? 5 minutes. God damn. Shit. You ain't enjoying the meal at all. Shit. But you get the point. The finished product is gone in way less time than it took to make. That's life. You're going to have to toil for this thing. You get the point? You're going to have to, that baby, goddamn. You should ask her how it felt for 9 months. Getting bigger and bigger and slower and can't even take a deep breath. Each month, her deep breath gets smaller. Slower. Because the baby is growing. What's going on? The baby is growing and her diaphragm can't expand as much. So going upstairs in month 1 and 2 is way easier than going upstairs in month 8 or 9. Month 8 or 9, she take 2 steps. Hold on. You looking at her like, what's wrong with you? Nigga, she can't do this. She can't do that. She do this. That's it. She done. Cause that nigga in there. He in there taking up all the space. And you got to go through all of that, and then the baby come out what? A couple hours, few hours, 10 hours, whatever it is. But that thing is, the delivery of the whole thing is way shorter than the 9 months. Life is a series of that. We enjoying a life that's very convenient, that really eliminates the toil process from our minds. We don't see what goes into raising a cow or a chicken or planting lettuce. We don't see the whole thing. All we know is this lettuce is on sale. Beep. This rack of ribs or steak. Say again? Beef. Or beef is say again? Beef ribs. I mean, I thought it was understood, but you're right. For the viewing public, beef ribs. All you know is this is too far, how much ever. Boop. Half of y'all can't stand seeing a cow get slaughtered. You start to cry. You don't want to eat no beef no more. You'll go to the lamb slaughter and it's like, but he's so cute. That nigga tasty. He's delicious. What you talking about cute? Curry is cute, nigga. You get the point? And a lot of us, we don't really understand the process of something. So when we put in the process, it feels like war. It feels like somebody is against you. It feels like somebody don't like you. You're being prepared for something, brother or sister. Do you want to be something or not? You get the point? That's this life that we live here. So of course, brother, it's both. Sometimes the punishment is the test. Don't sweat it. Sometimes it is. And you just had to deal with that shit. Sometimes it just is, brother. I would advise you to learn, you and any brother or sister listening, learn your lessons early, learn as much as you can early, and try to make, as few mistakes as you can. If you could eliminate stupid mistakes from your life would be a lot better. There's some mistakes that's absolutely unnecessary. And really, you know it. Really, you absolutely know it's unnecessary. But you want to go ahead and do it anyway because, you think you Einstein. Go ahead, Einstein. Go ahead, Albert. Go ahead. Redefine, the equations. All right. Did sister? I hope that answered the brother's question. Did your sister get back?
Kind.
Go ahead.
She says, knowing Christ is coming back for vengeance, Lord willing, the Lord would have mercy on me as he sees it.
That's a excellent answer. If you want to know what keeps somebody in the truth arc, it's the end result. What keeps you in this thing going through the whole process every day? You come into the truth arc, you have to be prepared to be hated. Nobody loves you. Ain't nobody, going to congratulate you for coming in here. They're going to say you're in a cult. They're going to say you're brainwashed. You wasting your time with them niggas. They're going to clown you. They're going to make fun until the federal government shut down. Now everybody want to pray. Now everybody want to know, now everybody willing to listen to what them crazy niggas on the corner saying about World War III and Trump and your politician and your mayors. Now everybody willing to listen a little bit now. Get the point? You're going to have to be, willing to go through this thing and want the end result. Wanting the end result of something gets you through it. A woman having that baby justifies 9 months of hell. It justifies it. She's in pain. She delivered the baby, and as soon as they put the baby on her, she forgets she, in the hospital with, in the most, impossible way bad. And all joy comes to her. You get the point? The minute the result comes, who cares about all that shit? All that shit I went through was for this very moment. Now that keeps you here. You need to teach that to your friend. You need to make your friend see that there's somebody opposing her, that she has an adversary in life, and you want to help her whoop that adversary's ass. You want to help her fight that opposition that she has if she would only follow you. into the truth. She come up in here. She can learn how to live, how to raise that child she got, and how to rule a kingdom with slaves. Because that's what Christ wants to give her. Christ wants her to have slaves in the kingdom and rulership over them slaves and be able to, exact to them what they did to us. Now, added to that, she probably might have some trauma growing up in childhood or trauma in her early adulthood that she would need counseling for, but she can get all that in here. But even after the trauma and the counseling and everything, even after that, you still need to give somebody clear purpose. Somebody needs to have clear vision of purpose. What am I doing this for? What is the end result of this? And that keeps people plugged in. Have you ever heard somebody say, I want to leave the slavery? Why they don't leave this? Oh, y'all felt it. That count was unanimous. Y'all feel like that, right? Yeah. Why don't you leave? Go ahead.
When I get that paycheck at the end of the week.
Because you got bills to pay. That's the end goal of this thing, to pay your bills. Somebody who is in that situation that wants to end it, they don't have a goal in life. They don't have something that they need to attain. You need a goal. You need something you have to finish this. I have to complete this. I have to do this. You need that purpose. And in this oppression we live in, it takes away our purpose. It takes away something that we should look forward to. Not having a nation is a very it's a dysfunctional thing. It causes a dysfunctional way for us to live. Because everything everybody else does is for the benefit of their nation. Trump is doing what he's doing for white people. Chinese people doing what they're doing for Chinese people. The Israeli man, Netanyahu, he's doing what he's doing for his people. We are the only people who do what we do for everybody else. We do not practice self-segregation amongst ourselves. We don't have a nation. We don't see a nation. We don't see what we could become with a nation. Half of us, we hear the Lord made you an Israelite, you part of the 12 tribes, you're going to have rulership one day, you're going to have slaves. Oh, so me, slaves? Oh, no. I don't want no slaves. I believe we all equal. You don't even want the end of it. You don't want the end of it. Everybody else wants that, though. Everybody else wants that same thing. We don't, because we don't have a nation. Having a nation, brother, it puts everything into perspective. Imagine having black schools, black hospitals, black sports teams, a black economy. Imagine, you all see the United Nations recently, right? Or they had the meetings in last week or the week before. You don't know what I'm talking about, right? Right? Where they came from all over the world to talk to the United Nations. Imagine somebody getting up from your area and going up in there and talking about the oppression black people is facing in America and on behalf of blacks and Hispanics. Everywhere. There's nobody talks on our behalf because we're not a nation. We're not a nation. The world is crying for Palestine. Don't nobody care about Haiti. Don't nobody care about Venezuela. They're celebrating, I think what was yesterday? They said the world is observing the second anniversary of the Hamas-Israel thing. Because it was October 7th. I think Hamas attacked them, right? How come the world is not celebrating the 100th anniversary of Tulsa, Oklahoma? How come the world is not mourning for, how many years was it since Philando Castile? 6?
Nine, sir.
9 years. How come the world is not saying, it's been 9 years since Philando Castile was assassinated on the side of the road in front of his wife and kids? Right? How come they don't do that for us? We don't have that nation. You get the point? We do not have that nation that's going to, give us that. I'm getting up in the morning, I'm doing this because I have a nation. You get the point? We don't have it, and that helps. The Israelite School of I.S.U.P.K under command John Yahanna, we follow the Most High in Christ, and we're building our nation. which is why it doesn't matter about tariffs. It doesn't matter who's the prime minister, who's the president, who's the king or the queen. We're going to be on that corner every weekend. We're going to be in that class at 7 p.m. We're going to be at every high holy day. It doesn't matter. We get paid. That tithes is coming in like clockwork. Because we have a nation to build. We have clear purpose, clear certainty of purpose. We know what we're doing. We know what this is for. And now we're able to weather all the storms people in the world can't weather. People in the world can't weather much storms. They're not equipped to weather storms. You get the point? Your government shut down. Mine is alive and well. Kicking. Alive and well.
Salaki, sir, if I may.
All right. Go ahead.
And you really just articulated what I felt when Commander Yahanna sent us down to the Bahamas. There's a certain feeling that came with like a certain sense of purpose that I experienced with just knowing that we had to get up early, we had to get out to that farm, and we was there working all day. But it wasn't. It was like what you just explained. It's like the whole buildup of the work. It was worth it. Where we got to eat a lot of what we were tending during the day. And it's like to see, you reaping the benefits for that small moment. It makes all the work worth it, and it's like it's a good sense of work. I can't explain it. It was like it was so much hard work, and it was a long days, but it was like I didn't have time to think about all my so-called problems and feelings and stuff like that. It was like this has to be done. We got to go and do it. And it was like at the end of the day, we felt real fulfilled in what we did for the day. It was like, okay, we got to do this again tomorrow. So like you crystallize it in words, just a small glimpse of what I felt in the Bahamas, just working on that farm.
Yeah, it definitely is. It for sure is. And like for members of the 12 tribes that do not live in America, you get a taste of that thing because you grew up in a country where there's not much white people, or at least, in the past it wasn't. Even though it was run and oppressed by, these heathens, the stuff you're doing is a leader that look like you. The doctor look like you. The lawyer look like you. You get the point? So you still have that sense of, I'm doing this for me. Now you come into the truth and you find out all 12 tribes and who is who. You see Kapash and them down there in Haiti, getting it in on the street. And they're not living there. They're doing this. Why? Because this is their nation. This is what they want. This is we have a clear purpose for this. And it doesn't involve your personal wants and needs, because this nation is going to benefit us all. So I might as well go ahead and get down with this. I might as well go ahead and do this. I might as well go ahead and put my energy into this. I'll hazard my life for this, because the end of it is something that we get. It's going to benefit us all. You get the point? So now for that sister who's struggling with that thing, she needs to come up in here. She needs to come up in here and get counsel and get purpose and have somebody, assess a whole situation with what she's dealing with. All right. Any more? All right. Who holding the DC marriage certificate? I need that. Make sure you'll find that for me. Go ahead.
My I.S.U.P.K says the fire is the adversity trial by fire. Mm-hmm. Once that's complete, are you without blemish, sin?
Well, no, because you're gonna go through a series of it. You're gonna go through a series of adversity and opposition. That damn near does not end. That it never ends. It's gonna. You ever hear UPK say, life is about war, everything is about war? You're going to have opposition with every single thing at every age, every step. You're going to have that going on. Now, as far as you being without blemish, that's on you. You come into the truth. Christ died for everything you did in the past. you have a certain grace period to get right. Right? Where nothing you do there is going to be held against you because you're learning. You're learning now what's right. You're learning right from wrong. You're learning what you could do versus what you cannot do. But then there comes a time when you are fully accountable for the shit you do. You're fully accountable. And at that time, if you choose to sin, then you're a sinner. Then you have blemish. Then you need to go back into the fire. You get the point? You need to go back and get some heat. You know what I mean? And if you run out of the fire, then you just would never get rid of whatever it is. That might be the situation. You might learn. So now you need the fire turned up on you. All right. I hope that gives you some better understanding. Cool. That's it. All right. We go to any questions in the class?
Sir.
If not, go ahead.
Couple concepts. If you could just expound and go, please review over the 6-month rule that's in the security announcements.
So what? That ties right into the topic tonight too. Let me get the 6-month rule for the security announcement. You know what? I'm gonna work this into the topic. Tua. Let me get. Damn, everybody's sniffling with something. What the hell's going on? Just clearing your throat. Huh? You Bismarcky, huh? All right. One of y'all gave me this thing here, and I'm gonna give it back to you. One of y'all had me wondering what the hell is going on with me. Okay, let me get the article first. Hold that. Let me get the article for DC, right? So y'all know they're going into what, week 2 of the shutdown? This is week 2, right? Let me get that article. Whoever have it. Who has it? You got it?
You do know that
go ahead.
As of today, they did a special amendment and it's back on.
A special amendment that's temporary, right? Until
temporary. It just says
no, I think it have a date. I think it's the end of October or November or first week in November. So it's like 6 weeks or something like that.
Oh, it don't say in the article.
They don't say in the well, ain't no sweat. Up to class time, Mark. You could not go down and get married in DC. But there was nobody there to give you a license. Dummy. She's not your wife, and that's not your husband, Christian. According to the white man. According to him, that license, there wasn't given none. So you all can't get married as long as the government is shut down. Now imagine that. That's a wild thing. Go ahead. What do you have?
It says during the federal government shutdown that began on October 1st, 2025.
This is the article?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. Read the headline of the article.
Oh, no, this is just off Google.
There's an article. There's articles about it. I've read some earlier. All right. Somebody else look it up. Read what you have, though.
It says, Salaki. During the federal government shutdown that began October the 1st, 2025.
If anybody find the article, let me know quickly, all right?
Marriage licenses were temporarily suspended in Washington, D.C., but not in other states.
You got it? Let me get Bukwaj. Go ahead.
The title is Government Shutdown Halts Marriage Licenses in D.C.
Government shutdown halts marriage licenses in D.C. Stop. You may not pass. Niggas better elope. You better go do them old school movies. Should get a piece of twine and tie it around the bitch wrist or something. to hold on to that shit until the government open back. You thought we was crazy when we told you sex is marriage. The white man tell you he ain't getting you that piece of paper right now. No matter how much you love each other, you could go and kiss every minute of every day. And that what's that down there at the courthouse? You are not getting that piece of paper to say you're married. You're not. And you pay your taxes. That marriage that you go into is nonsense. It's BS. It means nothing. It means they could say, you know what? Ain't nobody getting it right now. You're just whole strain, whatever. It means nothing at all. Read some more, Bukwash, if you have it.
Okay. Here, and the rest of here's what we know.
Mm-hmm. Here's what we know, y'all. Go ahead.
Sorry, lovebirds. Wedding bells might be ringing.
Say that again.
Sorry, lovebirds.
Sorry, lovebirds. Salakia, lovebirds.
wedding bells might be ringing, but maybe not in Washington, D.C. during the government shutdown.
Yeah, y'all could go somewhere else and get married and get a license. But surely in the nation's capital, in the capital of the world, in the District of Columbia, there is no love. Love don't live here anymore. That shit is funny to me as hell, boy. Go ahead.
The government shutdown affects many facets of day-to-day life, but one unexpected place is in the marriage department. During the shutdown, the Marriage Bureau, a part of DC Superior Court, will cease issuing marriage license and performing ceremonies, according to a message on the District of Columbia Court's website.
So now, read that last part together. Read that last paragraph you read there again.
During the shutdown, the Marriage Bureau, a part of the DC Superior Court, will cease issuing marriage licenses and performing ceremonies, according to the message on the District of Columbia Court's website.
The Marriage Bureau is going to stop. It's going to stop. So now, you Christians who like to say you're saving yourself for marriage and this and that, you can't do nothing until this license comes, right? Until this license comes away, until the politics goes, you can't do nothing because you follow a God or you follow a system that's not of the Bible. It's definitely not biblical. All right, hold for me Hebrews 13:4. Give me hold for me Hebrews 13:4 and give me any more on that Bukwash to read?
It says the District of Columbia Courts will continue case resolution in all of its divisions and the family court of the Superior Court and appeals and Court of Appeals, the message said.
You know what ain't stopped though? Child support. That child support ain't stopped one bit. Go ahead, sis. Regards, pass the mic for the sister there real quick. They're gonna stop it from making children, but if you have them already, you better pay that shit. Go ahead.
Another thing they didn't stop is the divorces either. You can still file.
You can still file for divorce. God damn! Well, would you look at that? I believe it's more expensive to file for the divorce, right? I think the marriage certificate is like $15 or some shit like that. I think that divorce thing is, you're gonna pay for that. Yeah, they ain't gonna shut that down. Trump ain't stupid, because more people get divorced than get married. Way more people get divorced, like the rate of it happening. So they know, okay, let's keep this one going. You simple. You absolutely. I'm talking about people in the world. You're absolutely simple. You really don't understand what life really is. You had your hand up, brother? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna tell you where I want to start. All right. Give me Exodus 22:16. Right. Also, Shapat, write down Matthew 19:6. All right. Give me Exodus 22:16. Let's start with that one.
It's like, so I was holding Hebrews 13:4. You still wanted that?
Yeah, I'll come into that one. I'm gonna work back around to that. But let me start with Exodus 22:16.
Come on.
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 14. And if a man borrow out of his neighbor, and it be hurt or die.
Exodus 22:16.
Oh, Slakia. So like, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 22, verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife.
If a man betroth a maid, right, entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. What does that mean? Anybody, quickly. Shapat?
Like if a man spits game to a woman, you know what I'm saying? that doesn't.
What else do they say? You gotta run on the whole gambit of the slang. Spit game. What do they say?
Had that riz.
He raise her up, which is the YN word for charisma. He's a charismatic dude, so they should shorten and say riz. What else do they say? Do they still say book?
Yeah,
they say you booker. Yeah. Say book. No, that's DC as well.
They say they go smack.
Go, oh, I ain't hear smack in a while, boy. Go smack. Y'all know, y'all could imagine the horror I felt when I first heard smack. This little island boy come up here. You gonna come smack at me like that? I'm like, hold on, bitch. I ain't hit you. In my head, I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? I had to learn. I had to get schooled on more and everything. I had to get the whole school, and I was like, oh, that's what the fuck she meant. I done fucked that up. I did not book that one out. Right? You spit game, you go smack at her, you know, book her, whatever. You seduce the broad. You don't go and you seduce the broad. You don't pour on the whole voice. You don't squint your eyes down or, you know, do all that shit you niggas like to do. You know, get me. I just share a cam video. That's what I do. I just share the cam video and I just get the call later. I press play and walk out the room, man. Go ahead.
I forgot who it was just recently told me now I can look not light skin, get my light skin look. He did some little.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, whatever it takes, right? You know what I mean? Whatever it takes, brother. Because why? You know, if you put in all this work, the end result is gonna be worth it. All right, then. Shit, we cooking with grease. Go ahead.
Oh, and she is not a woman that belongs to another man. She's not, as they would say,
She's not
engaged
or
married.
Give me a no. Well, of course not married, but give me a solid one word. Promised. Right. She's not promised to another brother, which is what Esau would call engaged. The people in the world say they engage and fiance, all of a sudden they're fucking French. She's not promised to somebody, right? Because the culture of Israel is honorable. It's an honorable culture. You get the point? If a sister is already been spoken for and she's promised to this brother, another brother cannot approach her to start a quarter. She should not be talking to another brother. You get the point? Somebody would have to go to her father, and the brother go to her father, or the brother's father go to her father and negotiate. And go ahead, Shabbat.
You went too far ahead, sir.
Your class, your breakdown. My apologies, brother. Carry on, please. I raise my hand so I can make my point.
You got something?
The water, my young lord. You know what I mean? Right? So if she's promised, and as long as she's not promised to somebody, let's say you go and you entice her, you seduce her. You do something. I don't know what you all do. You do something, you seduce her, brother. And you go and you lay with her. Meaning what? What does that mean? You go and you lay with her. Regash?
You have sex with her.
You go have sex with her consensually. Right? A lot of people think this means you force the girl hand. That's not what this means. You force her hand, you're going to force all of our hands. You may not see that orange jumpsuit. I'm just letting you know. We'll save taxpayers a whole ton of money. A whole lot. You get the point there? We'll be very economical for the judicial system. We'll be very economical. Don't worry about it. Don't force anybody hand around, in our jurisdiction and under our protection over here. Don't do none of that shit. It'll be very uncomfortable for you in the future. All right? It will be a very, very uncomfortable time for you in the future. So now you lay with her and you spit game to her, you seduce her. She wants to be with you. You end up having sex with her. Both of you all have sex with each other because your game was so tight. Congratulations, you spit game of the century. I'm going to give you some clues. Your game wasn't that tight. She's been clocking you before you clocked her. She just laid the trap for you to come in. That's all. She left the breadcrumbs on the floor. She left the breadcrumbs and you came with your nose wide open. You think you was doing something, huh? You think you spit game. You didn't know she was plotting on you. These sisters, bro, I'm trying to tell you, they plotting on you. Don't worry about none of that shit. They plotting on you. But anyway, so whatever happened, you end up having sex with her. The Bible says you shall surely endow her to be your wife. What does that mean? Who knows? Who wants it? Bakwash?
You're going to pay the cost to be the boss.
Shit. Well, hell. But break it down for me. Come on.
Endow means endowment or dowry.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to pay.
You're gonna have to do what?
You got to go to her father
and do what? Chipper, do me a favor. Move the little mat with the cat stuff is on. Just move it around. So like I'm gonna try to move that out the way too. I realize he claiming his territory up in here. I see him on the podium last night. I was like, oh, he done got to Kazaka. He done got to Kazak. He done melt Kazak hard. Kazak have him up here. He play on the podium. He teaching. Yeah, dad. I see him getting it on. Yeah, that might be out his way, you know. Right to water. Say again?
He looked back at his mom and just took off.
Yeah, he runs things wrong here now. You better give him space. Just keep an eye on him. All right. You're gonna have to go to her father and do what?
And explain to him why you broke the seal without his permission.
You got, yeah, boy. You gotta go. Yeah, you gotta go to her father and say, Salak, you say, throw out the frame. That nigga go admit your money so quick. He gonna stand up and say, what? Huh? Right? It's gonna be a difficult conversation because you robbed this brother. You snuck into his house and took something from him. You stole from him. It's like you're stealing something valuable. Like you come into his house and you steal, I don't know, $50,000 from him. It's very egregious to do it that way. You get the point? It's egregious to do it that way, or grievous to do it that way. It would be better you go ahead of time and talk to the brother about his daughter. You think he don't know his daughter bad? You think he don't see other people watching her when he walking her to school or to dropping her to her slave or whatever it is? As he's moving in the nation, you think he don't see brothers looking at her? Mm-hmm. He already know what the hell is going on. He waiting to see who's going to come and be a man with him about it. You done gone up in there, seduce the girl. He going to be wrought with her first. But he's going to be wrought with you even more because there's a code of honor amongst us. There's a code of honor. However, the Lord being our Father, the Lord knows how we are as children, like any father or any parent, any good parent would. Any good parent would have rules, and they would know these little knuckleheads ain't going to listen to none of these rules anyway. So I'm going to put something else as a default for if they don't do this thing. You get the point? You want them to do the first thing, but they may not listen. They may not listen. You already know they ain't going to listen. I'm going to put something in place for them to. So if they disobey, they're going to have to face it, but there's still a provision. And that's what the endow her to be your wife really means. The endow her to be your wife means what? You now go to her father and tell him what happened. And you gotta watch how you go to him. You had all the game for her, right? You had all the riz for her. Yeah, nigga, you gotta go and sit with that brother in his living room with the shotgun right there. Or the sword right there. Or you might come the day he there with her uncles. And all of them just right there. You know what I mean? And you got Hebrew Academy and he's the instructor on Sunday morning. I could see that lineup. Some of us had fun last night. You had fun, brother? No problem. This Hebrew Academy, we're gonna do a little extra. Everybody say the water to officer so and so for this extreme workout we about to have. They're looking at you like, what the hell you do, nigga? I don't know. You lost. Go ahead.
So like you just bring up a bad moment again for Will Smith.
God damn.
I remember on Bad Boys when the young dude was coming to see Martin's, take out Martin's, and they was messing when they pulled the guns out and everything, right?
Right.
And at the end when Martin left, we were gonna ask him, you ever slept with a man?
I don't even remember that.
Yep. Yeah. Straight up asked him.
You want to?
He did.
He did say that shit.
Oh, sir.
You ought to find that clip out and put that back up. God damn, I didn't know that shit. Yeah, it's rough. It's a rough thing. Go ahead.
Nichelle Taylor asks, "What if the father is unalive?
If his father is dead, the father is not in the picture. That happens a whole lot with our people today. you must have a father figure. There's somebody. You may have an older brother. You may have a younger brother. Sometimes it be like that. Sometimes you be, 28. You have a younger brother who's 22. He's the man of the house. You're going to have to yield to two men negotiating over you. That's honorable. It's right. That's where protection comes from. But because we grew up in the world teaches a woman that that's belittling her. That is, she's her own person, which she is. And she should be able to make those decisions. Men only sit at a table to negotiate valuable things. You understand? So if you're not somebody who is valuable, then we don't need to negotiate you. If you're just a piece of, and I'm saying the sister here, I'm just saying in general, just so women could really get the idea of it. The fact that men come together and sit to talk about, okay, this brother, I have a son, he like your daughter, something. To go through that, it's because you're valuable. If you have no value, anybody could just go take you. You can't go in a car dealership and drive out with anything. You get the point? You could take one of them old mobile app bikes though, and them scooters and just scan your phone and ride it wherever, crash it wherever. Nobody don't care about that shit. But the shit that's valuable, you ought to go sit at a table and talk about that thing. And if I hear the good and the bad and negotiate and go back and forth, and I don't think this is a right fit for you. I think it might be a right fit. This is how he is. This is how she is. It's a whole negotiation because you're so valuable. So really, you just get a father figure. Now, of course, if you don't have a father or a father figure, you can come into the Israelite school at UPK and Commander John Yahanna will gladly be your father. He'll gladly be your father. The generals will be your father figures. The brothers will be your brothers, your big brothers, your uncles. There's plenty of male authority in here. You can come into the school. Your camp leader will be your father or your bigger brother. Somebody will be able to speak on your behalf, right? So not having one is really not an excuse at this stage. You just come up in here, do your time, do your 90 days, get your name. Do your further time to make it to your 6 months to be eligible, to even be looked at. And you come up in here, now it's segue. Now it's time for the announcements. Come on. Not the announcement, but a certain part of the announcement that officer could ask to just go over.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Rules for new brothers and sisters.
Mm-hmm.
When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they're off limits for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
They're to be saluted only.
Mm-hmm.
They're here to shed themselves of the world.
Right. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they say it again.
They are off limits for 6 months.
They are off limits for 6 months. This is known as the UPK 6-month rule. Some people call it 1 year rule, right? And 6-month rule, 1 year rule is the same thing. They are to be saluted only. They come up into the school, they are off limits for 6 months, which meaning what? They come into the school, it's Shalom, brother, Yahweh, Shem Shabbat, Shalom, sis, Yah Shemata, Bashem Yahshai. That's about it. No such a conversation going on. No such a long talk. Don't go into be a whole damn stand-up comedian for the brother. Don't do that shit. Don't start telling jokes because you need to make her laugh because you will wait till a woman's heart is laughing. There's men in here who gonna see it and just log it down. Just mark it down. And same thing for sisters. Sisters, don't go, telling the brother how big and strong he is and you see he working out and you so intellectually gifted. What does that word mean? You so smart, start flattering the brother. Don't do none of that shit. This is not the church. Do your time. Do your time in here. Take your time, learn what must be learned. They are off limits for 6 months. They are here to shed themselves of the world. You get the point? They're here to learn. Keep going.
Come. They're to be saluted only.
They are to be saluted only. That's it. Say, Shalom, how you doing? All right, no problem. That's it. That's all that's part of the salute. You say the salute, all right, this is how you doing, no problem. All right, this is something, coming with the head wrap. I see what the head wrap says, good job. There's a way to the UPK way versus, I like that there. That's different. You trying to seduce the broad now. You get the point? And we all men in here, nigga. You think we don't see what the fuck you doing? I ain't doing nothing. I just told her she looked good. Learn online. That's what you need to do. Just go learn online, and just that's it. All right, go ahead.
Calm.
Like I said,
come on.
If I could, sir, and that part where it says they're here to shed themselves of the world goes right into what we was just talking about, where going through that fire. You gotta give them a chance to shed themselves of that world, because that's what's gonna make them a good husband or a good wife. If you don't give them that chance and let them go through that process, you're taking out a item that is not ready to be used. Slack it.
That's right. You're not allowing them to be in the fire. You get the point? You have to allow somebody to be in the fire so they become a good person. Not just a good husband or wife. They have to be able to become a good person. And that's what we do in here. There's a saying, I.S.U.P.K, we build men and women, of course. But we build people up into something. You get the point? And you have to allow that process to happen without distraction, without delay, without any breach, anything in the gaps. You're gonna have to allow it to happen. All right, you're here to shed themselves of the world. They have to be saluted only. Go ahead.
Okay. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister.
Right. After 6 months, if a brother or sister is interested in a particular person, all they have to do is tell the camp leader, hey, brother so-and-so or sister so-and-so, I like them. I did my 6 months, so I would like to court somebody. All right, no sweat. Yeah, you did your 6 months. Or you have somebody in mind? You don't say. And you pull out the phone and you start showing them the Facebook profile. And if it's me you're talking to, I don't see you like all the pictures it's showing me got a blue like under the picture, which means you've been stalking this person for how long?
6 months.
Yeah, just about. Just about. You get the point? Which you should not have did. That's passive aggressively trying to subvert the 6 month rule. Because the like is, what are you telling the person? If you're a brother and you're liking the picture. Now, if you like a picture, right? Like, the person might have on the headpiece, like Shabbat have on, or the shit is fly as hell. You like it because of what they're wearing. But if every day you like it, let me tell you about it, get up. You go back to some shit from 3 years ago when she looked fly and you like that. That's gonna stand out. See, now she gonna know I'm into her. Now she gonna know I'm scrolling. Brother, don't do it. Sister, don't do that. Don't do none of that shit. Just be silent for these 6 months. Just don't even be there. Just be silent as best you can. Now, of course, liking a picture, ain't nobody gonna tell you nothing. It's not breaking the rules, but it's surely subverting. It's surely passive aggressively subverting. Watch everybody bathroom, man. So when the brother come on, you might hit him. Somebody might want to go grab him. It's surely subverting the 6 month rule. It surely is. It's doing, you're going against the spirit of how it's supposed to be. Now, after the 6 months, all you do is you go to your camp leader and let them know, hey, I'm interested in this person. Your camp leader, go ahead. No sweat. Brother want to take a walk to a brother or two, or could somebody else go in? Oh, you gonna sit for a second? Just drop some. Okay, no sweat. Go ahead. Give her a walk, all right? So now you go to the camp leader. You let him know what it is. The camp leader is now going to do what? Your camp leader is going to find out from whoever her camp leader is or his camp leader what's going on. You get the point? Who it is, who's this person, they're going to get the whole breakdown on them. And they're going to come back with either a can or a la'a, right? But you should tell the camp leader first, right? You should tell the camp leader what's going on, and the camp leader is going to take it up from there, right? You should not go slide in the DMs. You should not go talk to them directly without permission. This is a place of honor. This is, you know, and okay, some people hear honor and they think it's rules that's restrictive. Honor is a culture that we have that brings, that you're going to get rewarded and blessed from the Lord. That's what honor really boils down to. Go ahead.
A question from Michelle Taylor. She says, what if you were deceived into being a wife already?
How were you deceived into being a wife? I don't understand how the hell that nigga risk game was on 100. How would you, I don't understand how you had what's his name, Nichelle? Nichelle, you have to explain to me how you was deceived. Did he slip you a roofie? Did he I mean, goddamn. Did he drug you? Did he, you know, I don't know. You have to explain to me how he deceived you into being a wife. Is Nichelle in the school or she's not in the school? Nichelle, you have to let me know if you're in the Israelite school or UPK as well, all right? So now that's how that would work. I think Shapad left. Is there anything after the 6 months? Pass it to Bukwa. He could take it from there with you. Huh? You could pass the mic to him too. That way your hands get free, all right? Go ahead.
Khan. It says there is another 6 months in which a brother or sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry. Right.
There's another 6 months in which the brother or sister will court each other. So now, after the camp leader goes to the other camp leader and speaks, and they let each other know who's interested in who, it might get approved. It might not. It's possible it might not. It's possible that you go request somebody, but you ain't paying no goddamn tithes. They ain't seeing no tithes from you. You're very derelict in the duties you have, even if you're a brother or a sister. Your sister's got duties in here too. You're just not upstanding. And in other words, you're a bad son or daughter. And the father figure, he ain't recommending you be married to anybody. Because if it's his daughter and she's slack, when the brother has her, he gonna look at the father like, damn, nigga, this is what you give me? Right or wrong? And if it's the brother who is slack, he's recommended to marry some girl. Something happens, she gonna look at the whole process of, well, I went through everything, and this is who I end up with. Like, what's going on? What's the issue here? Like, you want to do the thing all the way honorable. Go ahead, do your thing out. You want to do the thing all the way honorable. And it may be approved or it may not be approved. You get the point? It could be, you know, somebody say this is not a good match for you. Because this camp leader knows who you are, the type of person you are. And after talking with the other side camp leader, they may realize this mightn't be the best match. You get the point? Or you'll get approved. You'll get approved usually, especially if you're far away from each other. They give you a 3-day, I don't know what to call it, a 3-day period where y'all could talk on the phone, right? Usually, that's what happens if you're far away. If you're in the same city, I believe it's the same thing, but because you all seen each other already, it's a little bit easier to figure out if you actually want to court. Sometimes, because the nation is so far and wide and great and we strong as hell now, you might see a brother in Venezuela and you have to go call, you know, one of the generals about the sister down in the school in Venezuela or a sister in the school in UK or something. And y'all don't really know each other. Y'all ain't been around. So you'll get a 3-day period to talk. So what is it? 3 days is what? 72 hours? 72 hours starting whatever time. And you can talk to them however long you want, for as often as you want. You can't do that video thing, because that video thing turns into something else real quick. Real quick. Before long, you're walking around introducing everybody to your new rib. You'll get a virtual marriage up in that shit. Just talk on the phone. Just ask the questions you want to ask. You know, he or she asks the questions back to you. You'll talk and get a feel for each other. You might realize after the conversation, it was just a visual thing. Or you might realize that, oh shit, this is even way flyer than I thought. And then you'll come together on the phone. There's going to be a council about it, which you're going to be involved. You're going to be there. The other person going to be there. Your camp leaders is there. At least one general is going to be there. And it's going to be official that you'll get to court. You'll have witnesses now. So now she can't go court somebody else. She's promised now. She's already spoken for. She's courting you. You get the point?
Oh, God.
And it's approved. And you get rules for the courtship. There's certain rules you're going to have for the courtship. At first, you all, of course, could call each other whenever. If you had to go on in-person dates, you had to ask permission for that. You can't just say, hey, let's go to the movies. You had to ask permission. I want to take the sister out. Permission usually is based on your reputation. So if you have a reputation of running from fire, you're probably going to get denied. You probably just, this is what you'll hear. Not yet, brother. Give it some time. It'll be real smooth. But that's just, can't trust you around this person here. You same thing for the sisters. She might want to go on a date. Not yet, sis. Or, what movie you all want to go see? I no sweat. Buy 4 tickets because you're going to get chaperoned. Somebody's going to tag along with you to make sure you all don't dishonor yourselves. Because what could happen? What could happen if you're not supervised? What could happen if these things are not in place? Go ahead.
They could marry prematurely?
Before that. That's true, but before all of that, before being married, when I say married prematurely, brother, means they could have sex. Before all of that, what could happen? What he was doing, what nasty shit he was doing in the back of Magic Johnson movie theater down there in 2016. What he was doing? He was doing some more nasty shit with her up in that movie theater. And now, 2 weeks after that shit that y'all were so passionately in love, what happened? Somebody called the camp leader and say, I want to end the courtship. After you done put your hands everywhere. She done put her hands and mouth everywhere. What, some other brother know how to go court her? Y'all better work this shit out. Before, and it's not going to be forced like that, but now you done dishonored each other. Now you done dishonorable. Yeah, the courtship could end, but it's going to come out what's happened. And when you ask for somebody else, if this brother is of high reputation, he's going to be told, brother, this sister is beneath a man of your reputation. Because she'll go in the movie theater and take her drawers off. She'll be on FaceTime and showing all her titties to the brother. The brother got screenshots of her titties and you're going to ask for her. Yeah, we probably had to wait a little while. We wait. You'll go back to wait. No sweat. You can't do that. Don't dishonor yourself in the courtship. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you're a real stand-up brother, she might be trying to push for that. You tell her, chill. She's still pushing, end the courtship. That's all. End the courtship. Realize she's probably not for you. And vice versa. Some brother putting some pressure on your head. You know what I mean? He pressing you all the way up. Maybe you should just end the courtship. Because this is not how it should be. There's going to be time if you're married forever for all that shit. Y'all can do all the nasty shit you all want once the marriage is approved. Why force it now? Ain't now is the time to figure out who she is, what type of person she is, how things go. Give it time so you could see the flaws, see problems, see triggers on both sides. But you're also thirsty. Maybe you need to, who knows what I'm about to say. Maybe both of y'all need to. Y'all need to go back in the fire. Y'all ain't cooked yet. Y'all ain't done. Y'all ain't done. Y'all still a little raw. maybe both of y'all need to go back in the fire. No problem. Let's go ahead and end the courtship. There'll be a council again. So it's official with witnesses. This courtship is ended. And then you have to go ask permission to court again. And I would imagine you would know your reputation now is, you can't keep your hands to yourself. Your reputation now is you can't wait to strip, sis. You can't wait to just take them drawers off, let it fly. And that's going to be taken into consideration. Like in here, the marriage is a serious thing. In here, a federal government can't stop a marriage. In here, a marriage license is, what the hell are we talking about? You get approved from the fathers up in here. The Lord approved this marriage. The Lord approved it at this point. And now you can't now weaken the thing because you couldn't wait. You so goddamn thirsty. You're so indisciplined. Got no discipline and no honor. Nobody can trust you as far as they can throw you. The minute you out of sight, you're going to do something foul, which is why the 6-month rule is so heavy, because from the time somebody's breaking that 6-month rule, you know where their honor is. Like this 6-month rule is not a biblical law. You get the point? What's the law? Go to the father. The father might say, yeah, fine. Shit, she like you, you like her. Boom. Y'all go do your thing. This 6-month rule was put in the school by Commanding General Yahanna because brothers and sisters was abusing the hell of the sexist marriage. Abusing the hell out of it. You courting some sister, she give you some oral and then the courtship is over. Who she gonna court next? I want to kiss on the cheek after a good date. After every inch of you was in her throat. That's the type of honor we supposed to defend? No, it's taken very serious in here. It's not a game. It's not to be played with. In here, we definitely pride in marrying a brother and a sister, getting them together, and then 20 years later, they could show you pictures of them being young in the truth. And they got kids now who grew up in the truth. Versus you get married and in 2 years, you like Cardi B sitting with some other nigga pregnant by somebody else. That ain't this place. This place is very honorable. It's very pure. And that's what makes us strong. Do things the right way. Follow through with the process. It's going to be a test. And so for some of y'all, it might seem like a punishment. I know that 6 months going to hurt you because you want to do so much. You can't wait to do it for the rest of your life. You must do it now. Maybe you shouldn't be married. Maybe you need to go back in that fire and take some heat a little bit more. At least you're talking to the brother now. You can hear her. At least you're talking to the brother now. You can hear his voice. You're waiting on the call. All of a sudden, that phone ring. You get excited. The text message, go through that, nigga. What the fuck? Excuse me, I'm Salaki. Go through that process, man. And then when you get you gotta have the council now to pay. Hold on, skipping ahead. Skip me back up to the permission part.
Go
Shabbat.
I'm about to say too, like if you have a courtship that you both decided it's not going to work, the next one you be even better.
Listen, not only that, if you do it the right way and you all realize this ain't we shouldn't go forward. Now the brotherhood and sisterhood is not destroyed. Now you could see that person that pass over and go, hey, Shalom, how you doing? Shalom, how you doing? All right. Oh, hey, Shalom, brother, how you doing? Yeah, man, you solid, man. You win with that one. Now this thing could be really genuine versus you all don't talk no more. And it's like there's tension there now. This is love and hip hop now. You get the point? Like the whole thing is just so honorable because you was just courting. It's not like you're dating in the world. Courting is we talked and we had permission to communicate with each other with the intention of maybe marrying in the future. But nothing else was done. And we maintain that honor in here. So that's just it. You get the point? It's so honorable, this thing. Right? Go ahead.
After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister.
Right? So you get the permission, you go to your camp leader, you get permission to speak. It may be denied, it may be approved. We went through that just now. Go ahead.
there is another 6 months in which your brother and sister will court each other.
Right. So after that, now you have another 6 months to court. Right. It's recommended strongly to do the 6 months, at least the 6 months of courting. We all just talking to each other and texting each other all day long, whatever. You would be advised, no sexting, no, no peep shows on the where's the WhatsApp and the Snapchats and none of that shit. Just don't dishonor yourself. There's plenty time for that. You'll get married. You could just do whatever you want to do. But in the courting phase, you're talking. You all want to go on a date, just get permission for that. It depends. You might get permission to go ahead on your own, or they might say, well, listen, the cookout coming up. How about you all just come down to your plan to come to the cookout? That'll be a date time for you. You'll come down there for the 4 or 5 days. There's many witnesses. You can't disappear to do nothing behind the bouncy castle. Nothing. Somebody gonna see you. Somebody gonna see you. And you're gonna really see how things is because you're out in public. You're gonna really see everybody's character and everything like that. You come down there and her camp leader, your camp leader, each person's camp leader is going to be able to observe them and see what's really going on to see how to move in the future. You get the point?
Okay.
Or if nothing is on schedule, you might get permission to go. Somebody might be asked to accompany you. You get the point? You ain't got to sit with them, but just let them do the thing, just to make sure they didn't sneak off and do nothing, unsavory, right? If them purple faggots had this in place with Joy Morgan, she'd still be alive. Because she wasn't married. He was already married to some broad. They don't believe in multiple wives anyway. He wanted her and seduced her into the car, and she never came back. If they had that whole system in place, the girl would still be alive. You get the point? Like, this thing that we have here is to give you the best chance at success as you grow in the truth. Keep going, Bakwash.
Okay. After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry.
Right. So now, after 6 months at least. Now, if you might be bold, you might want to try it after 3 months and request permission to marry. You might get denied. Based on your reputation, they might say, all right, cool. I don't know. But I know after 6 months, you could be taken seriously. I would say court for as long as you need to. Right? Court long and strong. That's the best way. You get to know each other. You know what's going on. And it's not to say a shorter courtship is less successful, because you might spend the time needed to learn each other. But just take your time with this thing, because once you all get married, it's for life. This is not something where you have the thrill of sex for 2 months and then you all, after the new car smell gone, you all don't like each other no more. That shit ain't happening. Y'all together now. You get the point? So after 6 months, you could go request to marry. And you tell your camp leader, she tell her camp leader she ready to marry you. You tell your camp leader. The camp leaders will both get together, speak to the general, and you'll get permission. He'll consider their recommendations. Sometimes it'd be like the camp leader might be like, I ain't think they should get married, sir, because of X, Y, Z. And it'll be like, well, did you tell them? The camp leader will come and tell you, listen, I don't really approve this. I think this is, a problem. I'm letting you all know. Y'all could still go get married, but I'm saying this, I don't think this is a good fit. It could happen like that. Or it could happen where, amen, them two I've only heard good things about the courtship from both sides. It went well. Boom, the general consider everything, and he'll approve the marriage. Also, for you brothers, the minute you see her and like her, start doing Uber. If you don't know what that means, don't ask the court nobody. If you do know what that means, do Uber as much as you can. You in DC when Cowboys Commanders playing, be there at the stadium, man. Get all that good surge money and tips and shit, and don't spend none of that. Tithe it and put it in a jar. Because you come to ask any one of these sisters in here, I'm taking every penny out your pocket. The general done tell sometimes, I ain't even say it. I ain't gonna even say it. Just know I'll lay some numbers down. The general will be like, but shut what the fuck is this shit? You're gonna have to pay for her. You're gonna have to pay for her. You have to pay a dowry for her. Them Jordans you have, you like them Jordans, right? You put the little plastic thing in the front so the toe don't crease. right? Yeah, you put it in a plastic case too to get dust off of it, right? And you pay $250 for that shit. You don't pay $250 for them Jordans? How much you pay for them Jordans? Oh, you don't pay for them, regardless. You have it like that.
More.
Listen to that. Them Jordans is $200, $250, right? On average. Yeah, she gonna be about 10 to 100 times more than that shit. Because if you care for them Jordans like that, I know if you pay for her, you're gonna care for her even more. You know, men usually care for things they put their money behind. You brothers who drive all them fancy cars and shit, how much you spend a week on tire shine and what you call that thing that they do with the interior detailing? How much you spend a week on them trees that you hang in the car and them nice smells? How much you spend? Round about how much? About 40 a week? 30 a week? Sounds like a little bit, right? Multiply that by 52. Honest 30 by 52. We over 1,000 there now. Over a car that you hardly drive. Really. You spend 30 minutes to go to work, 30 minutes back. You might drive it on the weekend, but that shit got to be shining. Them tires got to be glowing. It can't be dusty because you paid for that car. You're going to pay for her. You're going to pay. I would start to talk about the dowry in the early part. You don't want to reach to the end of the courtship when you good, hot and ready to, to plant the thing. And then you hear, give me $2,500. Huh? The thing goes, I think immediately just, what? Poor brother. He left the truth now. I remember I told him the price of the dowry. He said, I have to pay? I said, yes. He left the truth like 3 weeks later. I was like, boy, listen, it's rough out here. Yes, you're going to have to pay. You're going to have to pay. Who knows why? Go ahead.
Because our women are valuable.
That's true. That's a good answer. That's a good, safe answer. You ain't going to fail the test with that answer. But there's a little bit more. Go ahead, Shabbat.
Because not only was she valuable, like she and to her father, so I'm using the scripture to her father, like she did things around the house, saying she cooked, she cleaned, she this and that. And that's no longer in this house anymore. You know what I'm saying? And you're receiving that.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to pay for that. You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll take that. Give me Ecclesiasticus 42:9. Shabbat is definitely on there. Anybody else want to chime in?
It's like if I may.
Come on, Kazak.
I was gonna say because
I don't know if you see the headline. They said DC federal government shuts down the marriage license. Brother, I damn nearly choked this evening. I was like, look at that, brother. The white man done stopped y'all. You're all talking about go down there and get that marriage license. And listen, ain't no marriage license to get. And there never was. Go ahead, Kazak Splakin.
Kawaka, no, you have to pay because she's a possession.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you have to pay. Like she was the possession of her father, and now she is now your possession, and that's just the way it is. You have to pay for because she's a possession. She's now in your possession.
She's a possession. I'll take that too. There's something else that gives it a little bit more humanity for the sisters' part. The brothers understand it. Because brothers, we meant to rule, and in authority, claiming things comes natural. This is mine. That she's mine. But for a woman, that should, especially nowadays, that should sound like slavery. To her, she's a possession. What? You don't own me? This receipt says I do. What are you talking about? This receipt here is a slack here. I'm just joking. Do not ever tell her dowry price. Don't do it. Do not ever do it. You'll be evil for doing it because women talk. And what if another brother paid more for his ribback? She's going to feel a type. Don't never tell her the price. Don't never do it. You hear me, motherfucker, slut. Don't ever tell her. What you would find too, some of us in here, I'm going to come to you, brother. Some brothers, because of their excellent reputation, brother, the brother says, I'm giving her to you. You know how to pay shit. That could happen. That could happen because of all the work he done in here. Listen, David didn't pay Saul for his daughter. David didn't drop a dime. He dropped a fucking Hamite head though, but he ain't pay a dime. You get the point? Because of what he did, Saul said, well, goddamn, how can I ask him something? Take this girl. I need to give you something. Sometimes she is the reward for your service up in here, for you being right and honorable and trustworthy and just taking load onto yourself and running with it. Brother might just be like, listen, you too wild, brother. You might come and say, sir, okay, so I've been saving up this Dory. I have X amount thousand save up. Listen, I use that for that marriage and that baby, brother. You have my permission. You ain't got to pay nothing. Put that in the record. This woman is yours. That could happen. That could definitely happen. All right. Slucky, Yahanna, go ahead.
Calm. I was going to try to take a crack at the answer one more time. Not only to add on to what Officer Spa said, not only when we pay our dowry, do we take away that value from their father, but our women will also add value to us. Well, that's definitely true. You should be getting something valuable as well. But it's something a little bit more. All right. Let me get this here. This one put it in perspective for you a little bit more. All right. Let me get Ecclesia. What did I ask for? Yeah, please. Let me get that. No, 42 and 9. Did I say 416? Salakia, 42 and 9. I think that's what I need. Let me look it up for sure. Ecclesiasticus 42.
I have a response from that sister earlier.
Yeah, go ahead. Let me hear it.
Kind. She says, "I'm not in the school. He didn't tell me the truth about anything until I gave him my temple. But I am grateful that he introduced me to the school."
All right, give her a hand. At least that's good. I'm grateful that she introduced you to the school. Okay, but okay, so you don't have to say his name, but I'm asking, so I'm assuming the brother you're speaking about is in the school. All right, I'm assuming that if you're still online, sis, just let me know if he's in the school. Don't say his name. I'm assuming he's in the school, but he didn't tell you everything up front. Just let me know if that's correct or not. All right, give me Ecclesiasticus 42 and 9. Come on, somebody quickly, man. Let's go.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 42, verse 9. The father waketh for the daughter, when no man knoweth, and the care for her.
Let's slow it down now. The father waketh for the daughter, when no man knoweth. What does that mean? Go ahead, Shapat.
Like, he didn't lost sleep. You know what I'm saying? Making sure, she was in the house at the time. She was virtuous, you know what I'm saying? And pure, you know what I'm saying?
You was on it first before you go to those words, because those words don't mean nothing to nobody right now. But you was on it first.
But yeah,
he lost sleep over this girl. You coming to have sex with her. He was there when she first started bleeding. When that belly turned into knots, when she was what? 11, 12, 13, somewhere around there. And she don't know what the hell. You know how terrifying that's for a girl? She's screaming, blood coming from everywhere. She don't fully understand what's going on. He's there for that. He's there for when they're bullying her. He's there for, she failing at sports or failing in school, picking her back up. He's there for the good times and the bad times. He's there for all of that. And you now want to come for this? He taught her how to clean. He taught her how to cook. He taught her how to talk, how to resolve problems. You understand? He taught her how to take care of herself. He put so much time and effort into her. You would not even begin to understand the preparation that went into this girl. It's different for a boy, because usually a boy is meant to go and conquer and claim shit. The woman is the thing he's going to eventually claim. So the care you have to put into a male child is nowhere close to the care you put into a woman child. You get the point? It's a totally different thing. So it's putting it in perspective for you now. Read it one more time.
The father waketh for the daughter, when no man knoweth, and the care for her Like, and the care for her taketh away sleep.
The care for her taketh away sleep. What does that mean? Same thing you said. You lose sleep. You're stressed out over this shit. You get the point? You got to make sure this thing go right. You got to make sure she understands certain things. Make sure she grow right. You got to maintain the whole dynamic, because you the first male that she's going to have in that interaction with that's so close to her. You get the point? You had to make sure, you had to watch what you're doing. Go ahead.
When she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age, and being married, lest she should be hated.
All right, what does that mean? You want to take a shot? Go ahead.
Unless she pass away, her flower is that her having sex, because it says
when she is young, lest she pass away the flower of her age and being married, meaning when after she passes the flower of her age is talking about that menstrual cycle. Now she's going to go through a time where her body is going to mature, right? Some Christians will tell you from the time she started bleeding, she could have sex. That's not true. That's the beginning of her womanhood. That's the flower of her age. She's going to mature. So you waking while she is young, you worrying for her while she is young, lest she pass the flower of her age, yet lest she reach the time to be married and is married and read it.
It says and being married. It says when she's young
and being married. Keep reading.
Okay. Least she shall be hated.
That's why he is waking so much. That's why he's losing sleep, because he knows one day he's going to have to give her to a brother much like himself. A man who has the same temperament, the same value for discipline. He's going to have to look for another him that she can have sex with. And he knows he has to prepare this girl, because this brother is going to hate this girl if he doesn't do his job. You understand? He's waking for her. He's losing sleep while she is young. Waiters, hold on. When she is young, lest she pass the flower of her age, lest she pass that stage which her body's developing and she's growing mentally, she's getting it together. And then she reached the age where she could now have sex and bear a baby. And now she gets married, and the nigga she married to hate her because she wasn't raised right. You get the point? You get now? Who are they, Yahanna? Okay, Musa and Christ. I'll keep reading. Whoever was reading.
Verse 10. In her virginity, lest she should be defiled and gotten with child in her father's house, and having an husband, lest she should misbehave herself, and when she is married, lest she should be barren.
Right. So he's preparing her for all these things, so that certain things don't happen that would defile her or make her less valuable to somebody who he wants to marry her to. You get the point? He wants to marry her to, and that's the whole thing, having the child in the father's house. Now she's done had sex with her brother before the father is involved. The father may not even approve of the brother, or the brother might even stick around. Now, how are you marrying her to another brother? And in Israel, at this time, when, okay, in our nation, we done fallen so far because we follow this white man. In our nation, that woman had to only know you. If she was with somebody else, nobody's taking her, which is why the Bible says, take care of the widow. You get the point? It's very rare you would find somebody who would take her, to marry. You get the point? Because she's done been with somebody. He's not the first. He's not the only one. That was very valuable in Israel at that time. You get the point? And even now, which is why when you come in here, you what? Be born again. You're brand new. Every sister that comes through here, she does her 90 days, gets that oil on her head. She's brand new. She ain't never had no man before. Never. When she gets married now, that man she's married to now is her first and only husband. That's it. And you get married, she better never bring up. She never had an ex. She's never had nothing. She better never bring him up. You better never bring him up. This is your woman now, and that's just that. You get the point? It has to be that, because outside of that is dishonor. Outside of that is dishonor. It's baby mama and baby father and drama, and they arguing on the phone and blah, 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 blah. Fuck all of that shit. You get the point? Like, that shit had to go. So that's what he's saying here. He's doing these things to avoid certain shit from happening. Where we at? Go ahead. 11, go ahead. Somebody had that? You had your hand up?
I was using Russian, but you
Slacky. Go ahead. I'll have somebody else pick it up. Give me verse 11. Slacky, go ahead, Shabbat.
I don't remember where, but some years ago, I saw that on a post. And on the post, it had people in the world and sisters in the world, and it was like, what's your body count or something like that. And you had sisters on there that was proud that they only had 3 or 4 dudes. And there was like a sister in the school was on the drink.
Him on the matter, right? Go ahead. Somebody grab him from the mat. At least if you offer it, it's fine. Go ahead.
Okay. But a sister in the school was like, I only know my husband.
And that's honorable and right.
Where you go?
It's honorable and right. Like there's no honor in being a whore. There's no honor. And once again, you got to define it for women today, because women today would think being a whore is not receiving money. You get the point? Being a whore is as long as I'm not on OnlyFans. When every 3 months you're with somebody, you have a whore's forehead at least. You think like one. You get the point? You could slow it down for a little bit, sis. You ain't got to open your legs to every nigga who make you feel good. The nigga that puts you through the fire might be the one that gonna stick around. The one that don't make you feel so good. He always telling you what's wrong and what you need to do to be better. That's probably the one you need to stick with. You understand? Like, it's everything we learn today is so backwards, which is why the 6-month rule, 6 months of 1 year rule is so powerful and so strong. It brings so much discipline to something. And it takes away the lust out of the atmosphere. Like, we have a lot of lust in our atmosphere. You could hardly watch TV without sex, some sex thing. A commercial always is sex driven. Everything is so, it's a ton of sex in the atmosphere. And it's so much lust. Yet still scientists and psychologists are saying people are having less sex at any time than any time in history. It's damn near like an oxymoron. Like, how is that even happening? It's happening because pornography is $1 billion industry. Why does he need her when he could turn on the screen? Why does she need him? The toy industry is ridiculous. She don't need him. She don't need to work. She don't need to make herself better to make him want to stay. He don't need to be disciplined and stoic so he could deal with her when she's falls weak. She's a woman and she's a weaker vessel. You're going to have to be strong. You're going to have to be able to handle this situation. You got to be her father now. Her father knew when it was time to check her and when it was time to comfort her. Sometimes you got to do both. But now, the society we live in, everything is out the window. You're going to have to come in here and be brand new and born again. Finish off reading now. Give me verse 11.
Keep a sure watch over a shameless daughter, lest she make thee a laughing stock to thy enemies.
Right? Keep a sure watch over a shameless girl. You got to watch her because she could go and embarrass you. Go ahead.
And she bowered in the city and the reproach among the people.
Right? Mm-hmm.
And make thee ashamed before the multitude.
And make thee ashamed before the multitude. Keep a watch over her because you could be a byword because of how she was not raised. And in similar fashion, you get a rib now, brother, you are now replacing her husband. Even in Esau's marriage, you waiting at the altar with some fake preacher, and the father is walking her down the aisle, and what does he do?
Give her away.
Give her to you. Even that whole thing, give her away. That's retarded. That's how they say it. But he's giving her to you. He's putting her hand. No, this is the last time he has authority over her. He's giving her to you. He's like, you got it now, brother. She's yours. This is yours now. That's the whole thing is very spiritual. Is you her daddy. She called you daddy, goddamn. Them young girls put the Z on it and call you Zaddy. They put the whole, it's spiritual. It's a spiritual thing. You her daddy now, you just, and the connection you have with her. Her father went into her mother to make her. You go into her to make her yours. That's sealing the deal. You get the point? And this father goes through all this stress. Listen, this father kept her pure in his house. You getting a brand new girl in her. Nobody know her. You ain't gonna pay for that shit? Nigga, you ain't shit. If you can't come up with some bread for her and come with a deposit and a payment plan and a willingness to work to pay for her, nigga, you just go ahead out. You know what, brother? She's horrible. She don't clean. She don't cook. She's nasty. Yes. This is going to be a burden to you, brother. Listen, shit. If I had one better to give you, I'd give you. I'd just do everything to get you out the fucking way. You ain't coming to bring me no cash. So what the fuck I was working for these last, 18, 20, 21 years for? Just to give her away to you? What have you done so special? But you can go down to the courthouse and get a license if you want. And marry some piece of trash. You get the point? I'm going to say piece of trash on both sides. Not just the broad. She could go down there and marry some brother and just, in 2 years, she find out when he and the boys, playing a pickup game. It's not on a court. He picking up something else. That's what happens with the marriage license. But this process here, sisters, you're going to get a man. Brothers, you're going to get a woman. You're going to get a wife. You're going to get a husband. You're going to get a marriage. And now this marriage is going to be witnessed by the nation. Because we in social media now, right? What do sisters do the minute they get butterflies in their stomach about somebody? Go ahead.
She start posting them on her story.
She start posting them on the stories with the Jodeci. With the 112. Come on.
With a full paragraph included.
Oh my God! Don't get them right enough. Don't get them right, and they put on that India reel, one of them old soulful snap your fingers ass bitches, and start to write a whole book about it. You know what I mean? So people gonna witness it. Then when you all get married, brother, she gonna post married, property of, like how the sister put NASA One down the arm, brother. That shit went viral. The nation loves to see that shit. They love to see it. But the process behind it, the work that goes into it, nobody sees. And you have to be part of the work. But that process is gold, is shining, is glorious. And people are going to be waiting, wait till she gets pregnant. Oh my God. She posting every inch of growth. And everybody's congratulating her. And here's the only place you get pregnant. And here, congratulations. Brothers I remember I get a call 3 o'clock in the morning. The brother sounding low. The brother, hey, shalom, sir. Now I'm preparing for the worst. I'm like, hey, what's going on now? I'm thinking like he done crashed the car. The broad slap him. He beats up some shit. I'm thinking some shit happened. Or he calling from jail. He say, Salaki, so my rib took a test. I'm like, oh shit, she done hold on him and gave him a disease. I'm going ahead to try to. He said, yeah, and she pregnant. I said, oh, congratulations, some. But you could tell he wasn't expecting that shit. He wasn't expecting. Here, brother, you get pregnant, it's a party. Them sisters can't wait to throw your baby shower. They can't wait to throw your baby shower. And here we celebrate everything once you do it honorably. You do it dishonorably, I don't know, whatever before, you just know you worked for that. You could work for the honorable reward. Or you could work for the dishonorable reward. Just know you deserve it. You get the point? Was there any more? Okay, so now let's go back to the announcements piece real quick before we're done.
Okay. Read it over, sir.
Just the last part. After the 6 months, they could request to marry.
Sir. There's another 6 months. After you said after, right?
Just when it said after 6 months they can request to marry.
After this 6 month period, the brother or sister will get permission from the head to marry.
Right. After the 6 months, you get permission, you go request. Is that it on it? Is that it on the is there more?
No.
That's it.
Nah.
Is there more?
There's no more.
Okay, so that's it on it.
Oh, in the marriage.
Yeah, the marriage part. Okay. So after 6 months, they go get permission from the head to marry. And that shit is approved all the way up to Commander General Yahanna. That shit is approved. That's why you'll see the generals do the marriage blessing. Go ahead.
By you saying that in the Christian church, they have congratulations and parties for divorces.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, they have divorce parties and
get the fuck out of here.
Of course, it's the one they have divorce parties and when you find out you're pregnant, they automatically say child support before you even mess up.
There's nothing in the world worse than a bitter bitch. It's nothing worse than that shit. I pray all my niggas escape it, and I pray all my niggerettes never turn into it. I'm just trying to tell you. It's nothing in the world worse than that. Misery loves company. That's all I can say. I did not know they had divorce parties, brother. Wow. That's rough. Them brothers in the world, better y'all than me. Meanwhile, while the marriage, the courthouse is closed tonight, I'm going to renew my vows later. I don't need the white man to tell me not a goddamn thing. Nothing. I went and got permission the right way, an honorable way. And I'm going to exercise my God-given rights. You wait until Trump say the government open back again. You dummy. All right. So that's really how it would go. That's in a nutshell, the 6 month to 1 year rule. That's how it would go. Now, of course, because of the internet, there's a ton of nuances. Somebody liking your pictures. Somebody liking your the stories. So the stories, you like that shit that goes straight to you. The messenger. You're gonna see something pop up in a message. And when something pops up in your message, you some young girl or young brother, and you see this like from this person who you kind of like, you're tempted to do what? Reply. You broke the 6 month rule. The like is technically doing it, but ain't nobody going, charge it too tough for the shit. But don't cheapen yourself out. Don't cheapen yourself. How about this, right? Since you discovered your nether regions, you discovered that pleasure comes from there. You've been passing notes in class, meeting behind the gym, being somebody's sneaky link every 6 months. Did it work out? It never worked for me. You're the one to answer. All right. Be hypocrites if you want to. The shit never worked for me. I did this shit right one time, and I realized I had to do this shit again and again and again. It works out. Just do it right. Try. Take my stupid advice. Just do it solid and right one time in your life. See what the fuck happens, especially brothers. See what happens. It's harder for a woman because this is her one shot. You could marry 10 women if you want to. You could do it over. She got one shot at. She had to make sure it's right, which is why she should not choose it herself. Somebody should be involved in her choice. Somebody should be involved in that thing because since you can't, it's not like you could just go do this shit again. You married and that's that. Shit don't work out. You know, unless the nigga die, I ain't want you praying for nobody to die. You know, that's it. That's your only escape. But you know, it's more difficult. It's a more difficult situation, and which is why we take it so seriously in here. All right, because you good to go with that? Or you had any questions on it? If anybody had questions on it,
so like I said, if I could, you broke it down excellent. Just a little bit more, if you could just explain a little bit more on the etiquette on online. Like I said, you went into it, but more so, like I say, because the internet has made it where it's like you said, a lot of I'm not gonna say gray area because it's still breaking the rules, but the internet has given the illusion. Say it again.
Like little nuances that,
right?
You know. Okay, I got you. So okay, on the internet, what you want to do is imagine the internet was you walking down the street. It's like you scroll and you like pictures. Would you stop and tell her, hey, I like them shoes, I like them jeans, I like them something? That's how you operate in real life? That's a lot of work to walk to the bus station. How about, hey, what's going on? And just keep it moving. Do you tell everybody you see, I like them shoes, I like this, I like that, I like that? Do you stop and comment on their belt? Okay, now imagine the internet was like that. You see somebody you like, what do?
I glance for a quick second and I look away.
Oh, I don't like them like how you like everybody belt and shoes and shit. That's where you want to go. You want to see, okay, you want to operate here like how you operate in real life, like if you was in a room with somebody. And that's really the internet, even though it made things not more difficult, but it added more hurdles to the race. Imagine a 100-meter hurdle race is like 10 hurdles or 9 hurdles. Now you got 20 in the same distance. So there's a lot more to get over. You want to be fully in the truth, 100%, where there's no world in you. None. The shit you would do in the world, you're not doing that no more. So you see somebody on the internet, brother, she fly. Everybody thinks she fly. What's going to separate you from the rest? If she fly, there's some bad broads in the school. I'm going to tell you straight up. They come in here, brother, they put that headpiece on. I'm trying to tell you. She start cooking, braiding, and cleaning. I just start, piecing off some money right away. This is just in case fun. If she make it to the end, then this is going to deplete. If she don't make it, then I go ahead, start for the next broad I see that I like. You get the point? Now, what's separating you from the rest? How are you going to get her? Let me see where you all at. This is going to tell. Come on.
What it separate me from the rest is that I'll be witty and be willing to put in the work like you said.
Nope. What separates you from the rest? You think that like don't separate you from the rest? There's a nigga working harder than you are. He liking everything out. He liking her comment. He liking his like on her comment. Some brothers would wish they could like her like. she likes something. They want to go in and like the like she put down. Go ahead, Squash.
Ask her Camp leader about her.
Nope. Listen, from the time she get her name, the call coming in, a text coming in. Hey, Salaki, sir, that sister who y'all just read up, mighty fine camp though, brother, sir. I mean, I see you all out there on the street. You get a whole paragraph of praises just because he want to ask about this bro. Just get her name. He already know he getting denied. He already know she ain't do the 6 months. But he trying to do what? He trying to get ahead of the line. Trying to get ahead of the line. What's going to separate it? What's going to make sure you get her? Go ahead. Who are they, Anna? Go ahead. One of yours. Shabbat?
Let you go first. And you got it.
Oh, you're both afraid to be wrong? Let me not say it now. Your answer's wrong. I already know. But go ahead. Let me hear it. Go ahead.
Well, if everybody else liking her and all that, like, I probably give like a little bit of attention, but not too much.
Well, you don't fail. You ain't getting her and you're getting fined. Because what attention you're giving her? You ain't supposed to give her shit. The rule says salute her only. You're getting fined. Go ahead.
First of all, just, put the work in, you know what I'm saying, and the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's the way you want to be noticed in the first place. And you follow the rules.
You're right, but you ain't giving me the answer. Go ahead, sis. Come on.
Make her notice you.
Okay, she already probably noticed you and everybody else. And that's a little difficult to do, if you select you have done it. No, I'm joking. But there's something else. There's something else.
Salaki.
Come on, Kazak.
Salaki, Mafia can go first.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Mafia.
Come on. Treat her like a sister and have discipline.
Oh, listen now. There's brothers who's going to treat. There's brothers who's going to akwaf out the brother. There's brothers who's going to Shalam akwaf tawab bukwa mashalamka and put the whole sassiness on the damn shit. Brothers gonna make a song about the whole shit. Yeah, be treated like a sister. Listen, she don't want to be treated like a sister. Goddamn, she wants you to take her, but that's not it. That's separate. Go ahead, sister. But not that matter.
You gotta ignore her.
Well, okay, you got to. I would tell everybody, just ignore. Just ignore. That way, you ain't disappointed if you ain't make the cut. But there's something else that's... Go ahead.
Get counsel on how to be like you.
No, don't do that. If you want to get some meat up in here, do not do that shit out. You're going to get none. They like me on the podium. They don't like me when I'm in the room checking the shit out of them. They want that nigga on the podium. They want me to cuss the white man out. But let that shit slide out. Call the general to look at him, but he's so mean. But since I told you how he was,
it's like you just said they're gonna be going. Yeah, we're great. You had a great camp out there. That was a good one.
Look at that. No, that's right. I'm gonna give it to you for time's sake. I'm telling you, you're gonna have to be fully the truth. The Lord is gonna have to be with you. Nobody said it. You're looking at me like that. No, y'all was close like Iran. Y'all was close like Tehran is close. The Lord's going to have to be with you in this thing. There's many men who are going to be vying for this girl. There's many. People are going to be in her ear. You should choose him. I'd marry him. I'd do. There's many. Only the Lord going to be able to do it. And you're going to know it's the Lord when you marry her and you realize only the Lord could have given me this girl. And she's going to realize I done struck gold with this nigga here because I couldn't pick this nigga with, all the lights on in the room and he being the only one. I still wouldn't have picked him. The Lord is going to have to be with you. And the Lord is going to be with you by y'all doing everything else. Ignoring her, she ignoring him, following the rules, adhering to the customs. The Lord looks at that thing as honorable. It's like a father leaving the oldest child in charge. And they have a complaint when the father come home. And the little child say, yeah, this one, he told me to stop watching TV and blah, blah, blah. And what did you do? Well, I stopped watching TV, but I think it was wrong. How's the father going to look at that child who did what the one he left in charge said? How's the father going to look at that child? How? Go ahead.
With honor.
With honor. Because you obeyed. He told you to do this. It wasn't unlawful order. He told you to do it and you obeyed. The Lord looks at your honor and your integrity. And he gonna do it. He gonna, all of a sudden, your next closest competition get banned for 30 days on Facebook. They can't like shit. All of a sudden they get banned. They're in Facebook jail. Some homie, hey, so-and-so is in Facebook jail. If you want to reach him, call this number. He out the race. Yeah, he done. You go out there, you have an amazing camp. Some shit gonna happen. The Lord is gonna put you all together. The Lord is gonna put it together. And if the Lord don't want you with her, you could like everything. You could put a giant thumbs up as your screensaver. That shit ain't going, you're not getting her. And you're not getting him. Because you don't have no integrity. You don't have no honor. Why would he put your scrubby ass with this person who upholding every rule? Upholding it. If they fail at it, they're coming back again. They're trying to do it. They're up on it. They're doing it. They're sacrificing. They're running with the culture. But you choosing this, you doing this when it's convenient for you. Why would the Lord put you with that person? It's not. Go ahead.
So like I never tried this precept with this before in this sense, but I got a precept if I could to see if it would go with
Come on with it. And then let me get these precepts here to before we roll, all right?
Call. It's Romans 9:16.
Mm-hmm.
So then it is not him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of God that sheweth mercy.
Yes and no. I like to use that for other things, but yes and no, because sometimes you have to be willing to do what it takes. For example, Tobias, Tobit's son, who went through that whole journey for that old crazy brother. And in a situation like that, he had to do what he was told to do. He could have been like, shit, go down and get a fish and do this. That shit ain't gonna work. Sometimes it just sounds too crazy. But he did it and he got a rib. Or David went down there. David was promised all kind of shit. David said, I'm doing this because this uncircumcised Philistine ain't shit. And he went and did it and then got the reward. You get the point? Sometimes you have to go do something, but it's still favor. Let me get what I hold in there. Give me Matthew 19 and 6. Let me also get real quick. Does that help?
Kawakan, sir. That's perfect. The water, sir. That's perfect. The water, sir.
Most High in Christ. Yeah, the online thing, you really just want to act like everybody's seeing it and you're in the room. And like if you walk over to her and nod your head and tell her she look good, everybody gonna see it, which is what the like is. The internet is not a secret place in them. The internet is everybody's seeing what the hell you're doing now. They're seeing, you liking everything. You think when somebody listen, the brothers who's vying for her, or if it's vice versa, if it's a sister, what do you think she doing when she check the picture, when she go to the picture before she hit like? You brothers who know what I'm talking about, just confess now. You going through the likes that already there to see who's liking. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Stop lying. Yes, you do. I done been in councils. I already know the play. I had the playbook. Omaha. I know the playbook. I know you're running man in motion, nigga. I know you're not going deep. I know you're playing short right here. I know it. You going down to see who done liked her. And if she done like in your pic, it's a mess. Just act on the internet like you're in the room with everybody else. Just do that. And you'll be fine. You'll be 100% solid. Let me get that precept real quick.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 19, verse 6. Wherefore there are no more twain.
Right. Give me also Genesis 24 and 67. Go ahead. There are no more twain, meaning two. There are no more two. Go ahead.
But one flesh.
But one flesh. That's the sex. The sex makes you one flesh. You go from being man and woman to one. Go ahead.
What therefore God hath joined together. Let no man put
asunder. Therefore, what God had joined together, let no man put asunder. Let no man separate. You having divorce parties and, office for divorce. Half of them people who getting held up with the marriage license done had sex already. So how could the white man tell you you can't get married? You're already married. Sex is marriage. What the Lord put together, nobody could put asunder. That's why I say the Lord really had to be with you in it. And as you in the thing, you because of your reputation and your track record, you already train yourself. You don't commit to the truth. So committing to a marriage is nothing. Over time, you're going to realize, boy, this here was the Lord's doing. There's nothing you could have done in life to get this person. For a brother to a sister or sister to a brother. The Lord did this for you. The Lord gave you this woman. The Lord gave you this husband. And that makes everything else it puts it in perspective. Puts it in total perspective with how when conflicts come, when this come, when everything else come, because the Lord put this thing together. So this here is a trial. This is a test. We have a little beef now, but this is just a test. Don't even worry about it. It's not a big deal. Whatever. This is for the rest of life. This is not until summer. You get the point? Give me the one in Genesis.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 24, verse 67. And Isaac brought her into his mother Sarah's tent and took Rebekah.
Okay.
And she became his wife. And he loved her. And Isaac was comforted. And Isaac was comforted after his mother's death.
Right. So there was no marriage license here. There was a tent and some alpaca fur on the floor. That's what I thought was in the tent. That's some alpaca. It's lawful. Get some good alpaca fur on that floor. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I mean, this ain't this ain't not no cheap shit up in that tent, brother. He put her on not the Serta, whatever is the expensive mattress of the day. He put some on some alpaca and lay her down in that tent, and it said he took her. Akwaf and them in that time. Akwaf. Shalom, I ain't no none of that shit. She come for the business. Sex is marriage, not a license. Not a license. You ain't had to go down in the Department of Justice for this. You go into the tent, into the house. and get married, right? Listen, in Tobit, we run out of the time, but in Tobit, there's a whole marriage prayer you say before you have sex with the girl. There's a whole marriage prayer. And I know some people going to go read this and say, go have your own marriage without permission. Yeah, it's get ready for World War IV in the morning. The shit don't work like that. Just because you got the tools to do it, unauthorized to do it, you should still go get the permission. But there's a whole prayer that Tobit said before he had sex with this girl. And that's what you do. Once you get the permission, brother, you'll plan the thing, where you're going to get married, how you're going to do it. You're going to take the weekend off, and you go at the foot of the bed, brother, cover her head with something. And y'all say this prayer before the Lord. And you go in there, brother, and you do this for the UPK, boy. You do this thing for the UP. When you come out here, you know that meme where everybody's just like, yeah, you come out there, brother. You do it for the UPK. Let her know she married a UPK man. She gonna know. She gonna be like, oh shit, this something's. Come on, let her know. Yeah, just like that, Shafat. It's not that shit. Yeah. That's it. That's the whole process for it. Meanwhile, the white man putting you through, holding you up on a marriage license. Go ahead.
Salak, if I may, me and cut to a Christian about the wife thing. If I could, where the angel told Joseph about Mary. Come call the book of Matthew, chapter 1, verse 20. But while these thought on these things, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared unto him in a dream, saying, Joseph, thou son of David, fear not to take unto thee Mary thy wife, for that which is concealed in her is of the Holy Spirit.
Right. The sex is the marriage. It's for sure the marriage. Hold on, just one more and then we're done. Salakia, I was trying to end this at 9:30. Give me
Salakia. To read that to be saying that yes, Joseph and Mary had sex.
They had sex. They absolutely had sex. Give me Ecclesiasticus 26 and 23. Give me it Nasawan. Give me 26 and 23, and then give me 26 and 3. Real quick, all right? 26 and 23, and then skip back up to the beginning of 26. Real quick.
And harlot shall be accounted as spittle.
23.
Oh, that's 22.
26 and 23.
A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man, but a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
That's in the Bible. That's in the Bible. So if it is that, this evil, wicked monster over here, go look in the mirror, nigga, and niggerette. That's what the Bible says. A wicked woman is given to a wicked man as his portion. Same as a godly woman. That's why I say the Lord had to be with you. The Lord has to be with you in this thing. Start at the give me 26 and 3. Verse 3. Go ahead.
A good wife is a good portion, which shall be given in the portion of them that fears the Lord.
That's why I say the Lord had to be with you. The Lord has to be with you. And how you show you fear the Lord? By obeying what he laid down and obeying the authority he put over you. The 6-month rule is very important. Sex is marriage is very, very important. That marriage license that the white man holding ransom is a piece of trash, is paper that means nothing, no bearing at all. That sex you having, that's the important thing. With that, pass over the priest and officer Shapat there.
I.S.U.P.K security announcements. We I.S.U.P.K out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes to the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They're to be saluted only. They're here to share themselves with the world. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister should court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. TITHES, which is a commandment. can find us in the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Means 10th in Hebrew, and it's pronounced ma'ashera. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory, whichever amount you would like to give. Upcoming Holy Convocation.
Closing of the memorial of the tabernacles.
It's a closing of the feast Feast of Tabernacles. Monday the 13th, October 2025. You can find us in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 34 through 44. Also, we coming up on our last cookout, the down south Houston, Texas cookout from October the 31st to November the 3rd. Make sure you get your travel arrangements together, book your hotels. It's always a blast in Houston. You got anything else, sir?
Nah, that's about it. Pay your tithes, man.
Come, sir. Remind Akwatin to check on social media such as ISUPK.com, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and so on for I.S.U.P.K events and materials. If a brother wants to be a trooper in the school, you should start wearing all black, which includes black boots, black shirts, black pants, black headband, a scarf. And with that, I say I might, which means to stand. We'll give a courtesy.
Put it on the floor. Put somewhere else.
Cup cards. We'll give a courtesy salute to the teacher, men of Israel. Machaba.
Yahanna.
Yah, which means to turn. Sisters, you may stand and like. We'll give a courtesy salute to the sisters, men of Israel. Mother Shabbat. Mike. Barak. Yah, Yah, class dismissed.